dropping, dog. That off-work pie. I need that off-work pie, cuz. I need that off-work pie when it's dropping, cuz.
I wasn't represented accurately.
Nah.
Was it? I'm just telling y'all the truth.
That boy backpedaling faster than Dion.
Those is your words, boy.
We're gonna address that. Don't worry. That's gonna get addressed.
Look at the Mickey Mouse cup, dog. Can't take you serious, dog. Welcome to episode 40 of the Off Work Podcast, fellas.
Ain't this the Sean Kemp episode?
Yes,
Sean,
sir.
dog, you pulled a rabbit out the hat, dog. I wasn't even thinking about a player with 40. Sean Kemp.
Man, come on now.
Come on now.
Sean Kemp, baby. All right. The infamous cokehead.
Damn.
I thought that was Michael Irvin.
Nah, Sean Kemp, dog. He was on coke crazy.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin too, nigga.
Oh yeah. I mean, we know that, dog. Actually, I was watching
He's still doing that shit.
I was watching the Shannon Sharp podcast, and he had Warren Sapp on there, and Warren Sapp said he hit a joint the night before the combine, bro, knowing they was gonna do a drug test.
A joint of weed or
weed, not cracking it like that now, boy. All right, but so listen. So last week, Brando got a lot of feedback. Now I ain't gonna lie, Brando.
It was not feedback. Let's call a spade a spade. Nigga was on the hot seat. All right.
I don't understand why. I mean,
you don't.
No, I did not ever. I read what was said, and people came to me personally. I saw what was going on. I read it.
Oh, you was getting the heat in real life too?
DMs, talking, real life comments, all of that. Yeah.
Damn,
Hey, keep it going, Brando. Keep it going, my G.
I don't understand. What am I getting? Let me ask you guys, what exactly am I getting backlash for? What did I say that deserved backlash?
I was like this. The ladies really don't like. The ladies feel like you come at them pretty hard.
I think it was more so is that the double standard that you have for men and for women.
I didn't have a double standard for men.
You did.
From my understanding, it seemed like that you were bashing women, especially Lori Harvey, for going out and dating. But if it was a man that was doing it, you would be upset. I
never bashed Lori Harvey for going out and dating. All I ever said was I bashed the people on the internet for cheering about it, and they were too happy and being corny and cringy. I bashed that. I never called Lori Harvey a hoe. I never called that young lady a hoe.
Yeah, but you were dancing around and you were like, she should be dating 5 men in a year.
I said I wouldn't be acting like I'm in love and posting pictures with 5 men in 1 year. That's all I said. I never said she shouldn't date men or she should be alone. I never said any of this. All I did was say, I think it's weird that you're in love every few months. And we gonna get
with you though. We're gonna get with you today. Now
I didn't appreciate you guys. You guys are trying to make me the bad guy. I see what's going on now. You guys are trying to make me the bad guy. This is colorism. I'm the dark skin of the show. And you guys want to be Simba and Mufasa. Y'all want to make me Scar. Y'all want to make me the bad guy. I see what's going on.
Brando, it was your words.
I never called that young lady a hoe.
Brando, yes. You never came out your mouth and said it, but you were alluding.
I didn't allude to it. All I did was say I think it's weird.
All right, so Brando, now you're on the hot seat. Answer the question. How do you feel about Lori Harvey dating multiple men in 1 year? Do you think that's a hoe tendency? Yes or no?
Yes or no? Get us out of there.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Just get us out of there. Don't give it.
There's nuance to that. It's all about how you carry yourself. I'm not going to call the young lady a hoe. All I was saying, and I came at the men that she was dating more than her. But nobody cares about that. Nobody says I was bashing black men when I told them that y'all are corny. Why y'all post that? Like y'all keep posting this girl that y'all just dated when she was just when somebody else was posting her, then somebody else before that. And all in the same months of spans, whatever the terminology is. That's all I ever said. I didn't bash anybody. I mean, I didn't call anyone a hoe. I just said I think it's weird that y'all post these pics and act like you're in love and such, like y'all just met.
Let's bring it to you though, Brando. So we was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and Maul on the podcast got a tarot card reading. So what I did, you don't know this, Brando. We got to click somebody in for you. We're gonna give you a tarot card reading to see what happened in your past. Who hurt you? Here we go.
A lot of people that hurt me. You know, I'm scarred. I'm damaged.
Young Cash,
What's up?
we got you here. So we got my boy Brando in here. We want to see, he's sipping out of the Mickey Mouse cup. So we want to give him a tarot card reading to see. And I want to see what happened in his past. What he look forward to. You know, we want to do a relationship card reading for the Brando because he received a lot of backlash last week about the Lori Harvey thing, and
he's getting painted. He's getting painted as a woman hater right now.
Hey,
He's a woman.
be the bad guy. I'll be the guy. I'll be the bad guy. Fuck all you hoes. How about that? How about that?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of it.
JK. I just kidding.
Nah, clip that.
So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna pull these cards because y'all just messy. And I'm not used to doing messy readings. So do we really want to look at the past? Like, is this really about to be a pull of like what hurt you? Because that's what it's coming off as. It's like what hurt you.
I thought I thought I was gonna be looking into the future. That's what I was.
That's what I'm like. I'm so used to looking at, going forward. But if y'all would get messy and see, what hurt you, I mean,
well, I already know what hurt me.
Honestly, that's in line with the vibes of today, though, because the only way to really move forward is to really know what went on the past, to heal from it.
hey, you want to plug your Instagram name before we go forward?
I mean, I don't got my business Instagram no more, but I mean, if y'all click the link in my bio on my personal Instagram, Abstacks, so you see like my sessions and stuff, but that's about it. Or catch me on the Clubhouse, if you're in the Clubby House.
All right, cool. Why'd I say it like that, dog?
Right, I'm like,
all right, cool.
I'm like I'm in my 40s right now. I'm really waiting to see though what happened to Brando and what Brando has to look forward to, because we feel like Brando, he follows a lot of ratchet women. We gotta get Brando, but the thing is, Brando is like worldwide with it. He's in many circles. He rubbed elbows with a lot of people. Cachet. I'm just trying to figure out why he sees this specific type of woman.
Yeah, that is a great question, Jarvis. Then why do I? Yeah, I do want to know that. That's a great question, Jarvis. Why can't I never? Yeah.
Okay, well, you go fix the TV or pick a second TV. This is already interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, she's going now.
Yeah, I'm pulling now. Like, shoot,
ain't
y'all
no
supposed
running.
to pull. What you thought was gonna happen? I was gonna start doing some chants and ask you some questions and some shit. I don't need to do that. Y'all watch too much TV.
I'm nervous, dog. Look at Brando, dog.
Man, I mean,
you can't hide from the cards, Brando. You can't hide.
You really can't, but this is making sense. Like, with your vibe come off like this. Honestly, this this makes so much sense. But it's good though, because I mean the fix really is just you, really. So essentially, in the past, because this is what happens for a lot of men, because I feel like a lot of y'all kind of get that, fuck it, I'ma just let shit be how it is and just have fun, because there's always some relationship where you had really big goals and ideas for it. Like, even if you didn't share it, it's like you with a girl and it's like, you know what? I could see this being something. I could see myself wanting to give her my all and expand and grow myself for her. But usually something comes and it fucks it up. And whatever this was, it was like all progress just fucking stopped. And literally it was just an entire mentality of lack. Like something, like it was something that really changed. And it was like, you know what? This does not have anything fucking going on. It was like staying in this spot with this chick ain't gonna do nothing but hold me back. Cause clearly she's not on the same page. And it's just like, who gives a fuck? It's like you lost your fight. You literally lost the fight. You lost the care. Because it came to a point where it's like, in a partnership, I want her to grow too, just like I'm growing. But if ain't nobody gonna grow with me, I'll grow alone and I'll just have fun with you hoes. I'm gonna have fun because that's what it gives. Like, y'all don't want to put in. That's really the biggest thing for you. Is like, who's gonna put in and grow with me? And all you need to do is just shift your mindset. I mean, but it's hard when it's something that big. And like, it probably was something like really, the situation wasn't adolescent, but the time the relationship came was a period to kind of be adolescent. It was an early relationship, but you were so forward thinking that it's like, you know what? If this is what's happening now at this young age, why would I really give a fuck at a big age? But you know, when you're young, you're supposed to just have fun. That's where you get fucked up. People be wanting to get too serious too fast. Young relationships is to have fun, period. I don't care what nobody say. Have a bit of fun.
Damn.
Brando, you all right, bro? You
I mean, I see some truth. I see some truth in some of that. What was said. I do.
Tell us about what she was speaking on, dog. Break it down for us.
What was she referring to?
She said a lot. Which specific part? Are you
The relationship, dog.
The relationship that you were young, that you saw promise in, but obviously it fizzled.
I mean, yeah, I was in a relationship before. I did feel that, you know, I was trying to grow and change our lives and, you know, be better. And I did feel that we weren't on the same page. I do feel that part of things. I do feel that, you know, I felt that.
Jarvis and Drew, y'all fucked up for laughing at this man. Y'all fucked up.
Why y'all
It sound like they so messy. Like, this
y'all
some real
messy
shit
right now.
No, that's real, dog. That's real. That's real.
Yeah, I had to go through this. I had to live through this. You know?
Yeah, Brando had to live through that.
You know, I had to live through this, and I still have to deal with some what's the word? You know, lingering effects of it. You know, but I just think that yeah, I think a lot of what you said was true. I do think that I did try, and then once that I lost that fight, it's just like, you know, I just might as well just live, you know, a normal life alone. I'm happy alone. So what's the point of, you know, keep going through that type of thing to end up, you know, back at square one? So save yourself the heartache and save yourself the drama and just be free. And then, you know, you ain't got nobody to answer to. So I do understand. I do feel that part of it too. Like, you know, that, you know, it's just drama free because I fought and I felt I lost the fight. So I don't want to fight no more. Yeah, she's right. I agree with that.
So it's fair to say that, I guess, the way that, so now we're basically seeing that your backstory as the way that you view things with relationships and with women is a little skewed because of your past of how you got hurt at an early age.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't even say I got hurt at an early age. I got hurt, you know, all throughout my life.
I mean, we all have been. It's not just you. I mean, we all be sitting up here capping and acting like we've never been hurt before.
I've never been hurt. So.
But no, well, yeah,
I've been hurt by a woman before. Come on,
of course, that has a. Well, I can't sit here and cap out like it doesn't affect my views. It doesn't affect my views on relationships, like in general, but it does affect my views on my relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't really change my opinion about, you know, what should or shouldn't be do, because they're to each his own, in my opinion. But it does, you know, it leaves me a little jaded. You know, it takes your innocence away a little bit to see what people are capable of, or see what women are capable of.
Can you look at the Brando's future now?
Yeah, I mean, I can. When I clarified the cars, like, I could already tell, like, honestly, like, because how it comes off and how people see how you talk about it, like, you'll look at it and be like, oh, like, that's some broken ass shit. But no, honestly, the way that he went about it, even if it seems like rough, honestly, is the way that he should have went about it. Like, he's not, like how he said, like, he's not for lack for anything right now. Like, he's comfortable with self. The thing, like, before I even pull these cards, really is going to be to evaluate, looking at how you want to go about things with other individuals, and not necessarily having a mindset for any relationship, like opportune relationship, like, oh, you meet a chick and it's like, okay, let me have my mindset this way. Like, no, you always got to use your spirit of discernment. You can always meet someone and tell, like, oh, you know what, they'll be cool, you know, kick with, vibe with for a few months. You don't have to enter every situation thinking long-term partner. So there's entirely nothing wrong with him at all.
That's what Lawyer Harvey's doing, Brando.
Huh?
That's what Lawyer Harvey's doing.
I'm not saying she shouldn't. That's what I said. I was speaking to, because I get this a lot, like, girls, like, don't waste my time. Like, why are we wait? So if we don't get married, we just wasted time? I don't agree with that. That's not a waste of time if we...
Exactly, and a lot of people do not understand that or see that. And it's funny that people who honestly, you know, have looked at things for what it was, eventually came to that point with Lori. Like before you saw this on Twitter, you saw a lot of people get to that. Like, you know what? We just ain't enjoy dating. We don't understand casual dating. So we looked at her wrong for everything she was doing when all she did was what we should do, but she was really public about it. She let you get to see it. But of course, people that have been raised certain ways, they're gonna look at it and feel kind of, you know, all kind of ways about it, because a lot of times it's projection. Old hoes is mad because you set up and you ain't really dating no nigga, and now you left with 3 kids for ain't shit niggas because you were trying to be too forward too soon with someone you was not adequately matched with. So it's just like, honestly, people just need to put better.
Hey Jarvis, I like her. I like her.
Getting her shit off right now.
She's always doing this, backing up everything. I be telling y'all, that's what she's doing. Hey, to her point as well, I never go in like, if I'm meeting a new girl, I never go in with expectations. I don't go like, oh, this is gonna be my girl, or she's gonna be this, that. I just like, I never look for a girlfriend in my life. It's just something that happens to me, you know. And
well, I think, to Jarvis's point, I think you shouldn't. Like I said, that was the book that I was talking about. I think it was like a few weeks ago, but said what do radical husbands do? But it was just talking about like the dating phase, and it was saying that whenever you get into a relationship or marriage or whatever the case may be, you need to drop your expectations because that way you won't expect certain things from your spouse, because you're not supposed to expect. You're supposed to do specific things out of love or if they want. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, expectations are real. Even when you're in a relationship, like you should be happy by yourself. You shouldn't depend on your partner to make you happy.
Facts.
That's what a lot of people mess up at.
And that's why I be talking about them girls on the stories. They're looking for men for their happy. I'm telling you, that's why I was going in about the Lori thing, because it was more so they're cheering, which was more annoying to me. It's like they're so happy with which Cache was saying was true, but it was just like.
But Brando, okay, it's like, okay, let's say you play for a perennial team that loses every year, and then your team finally wins a chip. I feel like women feel like men get the accolades for dating multiple women, and they get praised for it. And now they see a woman doing it, it's like, okay, well, we getting our shit off too. So it's like a battle of the sexes type of thing to me. I feel like that's where women championed it.
It's like some type of power shift, or like, but they don't realize we don't care.
Like, but do you understand the reason why women don't realize why y'all don't care? Like a lot of women have recently been coming to realize that we talk about, oh yeah, we've been socialized so differently, but they're realizing the real impact of that it's like, yeah, when they're younger, they're allowed to date, they're told to, you know, sow your wild oats and all this shit, and from the moment that you're a girl, it's always about like what you need to look like to get a good man, to become a wife. Like it's not like, oh, you should go out there and enjoy yourself and learn yourself too. So all of a sudden when you get older, it's like the disconnect causes this weird ass gender war, when really it shouldn't be a gender war. It should be a moment to take a look and like, raise your fucking kids better. Like teach your kids real shit. Like the problem isn't this whole, well, I'm a city boy, city girl, one of you. It's like literally like you got failed in socialization because of how society has been created with such a patriarchal slant. Like that's the fucking problem.
Agree. And that's why I did that fisherman analogy, not because like people didn't like that, but that's like, to her point, that's the way it's set up. The women are the catch. Like she said, what can I do? How do I make myself look good enough? Or what can I do to attract a man that's, you know, want to get caught? A fish gets caught. That's all I was trying to say.
You know, it's crazy. I'm as y'all know, I'm Muslim, and like in Islam, they practice like you shouldn't date, like you should get married as soon as possible because they know you don't have these urges, which is like, it's just, yeah, it's like it's wild. It's a wild. I mean, it makes sense in that aspect, but also you need time to grow and see what you like. If you get married, shot to get at 18, chances are you don't know what you want. You don't know who you are. So it's just crazy.
You gotta follow your heart. That's what it's really all about for the most part. You just gotta follow your heart. Don't try to force things. Don't try to do things because you feel the timing or giving yourself deadlines and all that. You just gotta follow your heart and do what's natural.
Yeah, like that's true. I feel like a lot of women, they fall into that, like, oh, I'm 28, I'm 29, I'm 30, like, why am I not married right now? When it's just like it's crazy. Everyone's timelines are different, and we know a lot of people got married young and divorced.
Yeah,
I'm one of them.
I never even thought about marriage. It's like I have never like even I don't think about it.
I'll speak. One thing I will say though is that a lot of men won't listen to their heart though. Like a lot of men will be like, nah, even though like they really rock with a chick, they'll be like, nah, I'm gonna do me, even though like
Because
they really care.
that's in their heart too.
No, Brando. No, they're ignoring their heart. They'll be like, nah, I'm gonna just be out here. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna mess with whoever.
Go ahead.
Damn, y'all rude? Y'all muted me. I know the kids loud, but shit. But I was
He muted everybody.
I was saying that's not so much. I would say that's not listening to your heart. I'm saying in that moment, because I see that happen with men, but in that moment, what's happening is something within you's being triggered, because that goes back to the different type of socialization. So he's getting in this situation and it's uncomfortable, and he doesn't understand why it's uncomfortable. Because a lot of times when men are taught about the schematics of relationship and moving forward, you don't touch on like things like emotions and shit like that. You focus on be a provider. You're going to need to be a leader. You're going to need to do this. So when it's things that kind of trigger you in certain ways, you be like, you know what, let me back off, because I was just taught that, if I get in this situation, this relationship, this is going to be the role I'm going to step into, and it's going to feel comfortable, and I'm going to just know, and all this other shit. When not really, because in a real relationship, a real commitment, you literally make choices and work at it every single day. Nothing is static, and nothing just truly happens naturally. So when you're young and you don't know that, it's like, shit, today's a rough day. I don't really know about it. I'm gonna go out here and have fun with these hoes. Like, it's just honestly the nature of how we're not really raised correctly.
Dang. So, Brandon, let me ask you this. You say you never thought of marriage. So I don't know about your upbringing. Like, did you grow up like seeing like a marriage, like even if it's your grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, this whatever?
I've seen everything. I've seen it's like to both ends of the spectrums in all aspects of life. So to answer your questions, I have seen it. Yes.
Okay. So I know. I'm just thinking because like me, I know when it comes to being a child, like my daughters are 5, so they're just not, my daughter is 5, so she's just now seeing like what a family quote unquote looks like, even though we're not the traditional looking family at this point. So she's like learning from her friends. So my friend has mommy and daddy. So why aren't my mommy and daddy married? So like me being a kid, like seeing my parents, they're like, okay, like
that's the norm.
A natural progression. Like, okay, when I become a grown up, I'm supposed to get married. I'm supposed to do this, that, and the third. So I feel like maybe it has a lot to do with that. And from my perspective, like, okay, I always looked at ever since I was a kid, I always knew that I would get married. Not to say right or wrong how your thought process versus my thought process at that time, but it's interesting to look at.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I just didn't think, and like you said, you thought about that was a part of your process. That was a part of what you felt your life journey was going to be.
Right.
I just didn't even think about it. It's not that I was thinking against it. I just didn't even think that far ahead. You know what I mean? And even now, I still don't think that far ahead about it. Like, don't get me wrong, stuff crosses my mind. Like, don't get me wrong, but is this not something that like actively working towards it?
And in hindsight, I wish instead of me just looking at, okay, when I get older, I'm gonna get married, I wish I would looked at, okay, like what am I gonna look for in a mate? What type of qualities do I want?
Yeah.
Talk to my dad, like what type of work I need to put in as a man to make a marriage work. Because anyone can get married, you know what I mean? But it's like Cache said, the day-to-day thing of working at your craft. And I feel like a lot of people put more work into their actual jobs than their relationships with their children, with their spouse. And that's the thing that really matters most. Like always perfecting your game, reading up on things, and seeing what works, communicating.
Yeah.
So I'm a teacher. Like every year we have X amount of years we do professional development, and I feel like that should be done on relationship sides as well.
Yeah, I agree. You got to keep working at it. I think a third party a lot of times is necessary. Unbiased third party can help. So counseling and all that. I think that's necessary sometimes because in a relationship you can't tell each other about the other person sometimes, or you know what I mean. It's just hard to communicate that or get it across or have your message received. So sometimes a third party can help with that day to day. Getting through those day to days.
So Cache, before we get you out of here, we got to hear about Brando's future.
Okay, and it's so I love it because he was touching on it like literally for his future because the main card that came out really is what's called a major arcana card. It's a card of big energy. In this deck is the free man, and other tarot decks is just simply called the fool. But the fool isn't about being foolish. The fool is about going ahead and jumping into new starts, new beginnings, taking risks. Literally, what it's all about is he can just keep following his spirit of discernment because literally the world is his oyster. He's gonna, when he meets someone that's really the match for him that he wants to put in that time with, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna match well with them. Like it's so funny because literally, like these are some really good cards. Like these cards girls be looking for when they ask.
Look at Brando. Look at Brando. He get
They be like, what? Like there's a ace of cups.
That boy
like,
hyped to be the fool.
There's a queen of wands. There's a 10 of pentacles. So that's foundation. That's self-worth. And there's drive and there's intuition and there's actual new love, new creativity. Like literally all he needs to do, honestly, like y'all give him so much slack, but just keep operating in the frame that he's operating at. But also know that if you do get this nudge and this feeling like, hey, like maybe this is something worth putting some time into, go ahead and put the time into it.
Well,
don't be as jaded. Like that's it.
No, hey, I'm not. Listen, I'm like what you said earlier. He was just like, some people don't follow their heart. They'd rather go, If I got somebody that's making me feel that way, I definitely entertain it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm not trying to, but I'm happy this way though. I'm just happy this way.
Yeah.
So I'm doing things right, huh?
Yeah, like that's honestly, that's all that matters. Like how you were saying, like I'm good with myself. A lot of people be sitting up and feel ways about the world and they don't feel good about themselves. Like they don't like how they're operating. So they continue to just project. Whereas yours really isn't a projection. I would say that sometimes it more is like a defensive mechanism, but like that's okay. Like it's cool to protect yourself sometimes. But sometimes go ahead and be a little loosey-goosey with it. Have a little extra fun,
Hey, go ahead, Brando. Have some fun.
Well, listen, I appreciate that so much. I hope everybody can hear this. Excuse me. Does anything in your cards, does it say that like I'm a good guy? Anything
That's what she just said.
That speaks to that?
You said you're a fool.
Yeah, like shut up.
What you mean, dog? You heard her?
A fool.
No, I get a lot of slack, and they try to paint me as the bad guy around here, and
we don't paint you. We don't paint you.
You a fool. You a fool, dog. You a fool. That's all you gotta say.
That's a self-portrait, nigga.
Can I continue speaking to the expert, please? Ms. Cache?
Got funny, but no, like really here, like it does show that it like you're a good dude. Like you have a warrior spirit. Like you're very in tune with making sure that you're at joy within your life. Like you capitalize upon opportunities presented to you, and you're very, very in tune with your intuition, and not just your intuitions, but the things that motivate you. Because sometimes people don't really understand the things that motivate them. Whereas like with you, like how to take the things that motivate you and run free with them or take the steps. Some people keep ideas and feelings as just that, but when you feel the need to materialize them, you do it very well.
That's very true. I go after it immediately. I get it. That's true. I get what's the word? Impulsive about it almost.
Yeah, that's
Did you say Queen of Wands? What did you say?
Did I say what?
You said a card was Queen of Wands or something?
Yeah, there's a Queen of Wands in there.
What does that mean?
He does like wine now.
I do love wine. I'm drinking some wine right now.
At a Mickey Mouse cup.
In a Mickey Mouse cup.
These cards are saying something.
Child healing right there. He's tapped in.
I have another question for you. When you say spirit of is that discernment?
Discernment.
What is that?
So spirit of discernment is essentially being able to, how some people like, I'm gonna break it down like really, really lame.
Like when
how some people easily get scammed by the dumbest shit because they sit up and they look at something and be like, oh, it's too good to be true. And they dumbass be like, but you know what? Maybe this is why I feel like it's too good to be true, because it really is true. And it's like, really, no, you a dumbass. Like, that's what it is. Like, you're able to swiftly call out the bullshit and things and peep it and be like, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with it. Like people that said when the whole blessing loom thing, it's like, send us $100, we're gonna get you 800. Like, come on now, like, are you dumb?
Jorel fell for that. Jorel fell for that scam.
Wait, what scam did I fall for?
You sent the dude $100, dog. He said he's gonna flip it.
I got my money back. I don't. What
But
the
you
hell?
did. But you sent it.
You said that.
I got my money back.
Nah, it don't matter.
I got my
How'd you
money
get
back.
it back?
I got my
The
money
fact that
back.
you even did it.
How?
The fact that you even did it though.
Yeah,
And how did you get your money back?
Hey, I was willing to take a risk.
you ain't got no spirit of discernment, nigga. That's why.
And I got my money back.
So Cache, I want to keep you right here for my topic, if you don't mind, because I can't get the topic off unless there's a woman here.
All right, I'm gonna hang out, but I'll mute myself. I'm gonna hang out because I know it's probably something
Just one. I mean, it's probably not. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. It's not gonna be my topic for today. I'm gonna ask you, and we get you out of here after this, because I don't think the fellas really they don't know about this. Do you believe in soul ties?
Oh God!
And now before Cache goes on, I want to define what a soul tie is. So soul tie is if you have sex with a person, like somehow your energies intermingle and your soul is tied to them forever. So they're attached to you forever wherever you go. They're attached to you. So every woman you slept with, they're attached to your soul. Your energies are forever intermingled.
Remember them sometimes.
I got baptized.
So,
I got baptized. That cleansed my soul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my answer where no, I do not believe in permanent soul ties. I don't. Yes, your energies intermingle. That happens with anybody you interact with. And especially with something, like sex, like you're literally entering and sharing bodies with a person in a sense. But for it to linger forever, no.
You think it lingers like for a little bit though?
Well, while you're in the
it's like you're in that moment, like you're interacting energetically on something that's at a level like that. Like, of course, like it's some type of interaction, but for bitches to be like, oh, it's a soul tie, they're forever connected with you and sex demons and like, no, I feel like that's an exposure of something that you need to heal within yourself. Like, oh, that nigga was a fucked up nigga. He was a dog. And now we got this tie and I feel this way about myself and Like, no, ma'am, sit down and journal or meditate or do whatever the fuck helps you. Smoke a blunt. I don't know. But sis, stop trying to tie that man into it. Like, stop.
That's real.
Hey,
what if you're wearing a condom though?
Shut your ass up. You got my nerves.
I'm just saying, what if you wear a condom? Does it?
It's the act itself. It ain't got nothing to do with the damn condom. It's
the condom does block the tie though. It does. It does block.
It blocks the tie. Look, I done skipped a couple ties.
So my thing is like, I don't know. Let me stop. All right, so
there you go. Shut your ass up.
Nice. Thanks for coming on the episode, Cache.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Cache.
It's always a blasty blast. See y'all.
All right.
Spiritual advisor right there, dog.
Oh yeah.
Come
on now.
Hey,
let's go.
Hey, y'all hear that, listeners? You heard what the lady said? I'm living the right way. What I think is the right. So y'all need to start listening to me more instead of trying to ridicule me and go against me. Listen to the Brando. I'm teaching you guys how to live, but nobody believes me. She said it. She's the expert. I'm just like, that's what she said.
So you're okay with being the fool?
You want to use that term so bad, Drew.
That's the name. I ain't saying. I didn't make it up.
Words have meanings, Drew, more than one.
Yeah, and that's what she said. That was the word she said.
You're fully loaded, dog. Pause. Hey, yo.
Excuse me?
Relax.
I mean, that means if you get a car that's fully loaded.
No. Relax.
If you get a car that's fully loaded, like he has everything he needs to provide for the woman.
Relax, man.
Yeah, y'all heard that, ladies. I'm fully loaded. I have everything, that needs to provide for a lady. This is my future hope. She said it. Her words, not mine.
So, all right, I brought
coming off of that. I got a little something, dog. Coming off of that, Cache mentioned some things. Mentioned Brando's past, relationships that didn't go the way he wanted it to go. Got me thinking. Tell me about the time y'all got caught up.
I'll tell you my story. So I'm be all real with you.
You mean in a relationship?
Or dating. The word. Just give me like the one that hurt you. The one that hit you.
The one that hit me the most, bro. This is not the first one that hit me, but it's like the one that I guess lingered on the longest. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all real with you. And this is before I didn't believe in closure at this point in time. Because I was like 19, 18, 19.
Hold on, disclaimer. all of these stories that we're about to tell happened many moons ago, many moons. Just throw that out
I
there.
still feel like Jarvis is capping about this, but then I don't. But go ahead, Jarvis. I'm gonna let you get your shit off.
So if you're my fiance, soon to be wife, I already told you this story, but you can cut off the episode. You can fast forward a little bit, and if you're her friends, you can fast forward too. Anyway, so this was my senior year of high school. I was with a woman, or whatever, right? My junior, senior year, we was together. Now, prior to that, I was in Virginia, and I was in a relationship. Jorel knows a young lady, and that ending hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like me being with that woman, that shit like broke me down to the point where, you know, guys go through that whole phase. I'm just gonna get it in, like just put over that shield. So I was going through that, and I ended up with another young lady, my 11th grade, 12th grade year that I'm talking about. And I didn't do right by her. You know what I mean? I'll be all real with you. I was still doing my thing, but in a relationship with her, high school stuff. So I go to college, and we kind of break up at that point. We're still in the talking stage, and I had made up my mind like, okay, when I come back over break, we're gonna make it official, and I'm gonna do right by her. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna get it in one more time. And this is when camera phones just became a thing. So I'm at a joint at the club at Night Moves, 1960. I know what it is. And I take it to the movies or whatever, right? So we doing our thing, go to the movies or whatever. I ain't gonna tell you, well, you know, we went to the movies, had a nice night. It was a nice night. So the next day, my girl had called me and she was like, "What were you doing last night?" I'm like, "I was at my boy CJ's house playing Madden. What you mean?" And she said, "I'm gonna ask you this again, and I don't want you to lie to me."
You already know when a woman hits you with that, I'm gonna ask you again. You already knew you got caught up, cuz.
I said, "What were you doing last night?" I said, "I told you I was at CJ." You know, you get your voice get all loud, like the high pitch. I was at CJ's house playing Madden. What do you mean? That's what I was doing. And then she sent me a forward. That's the old school text, the FWD. It was a picture of me at the movies with the chick, bruh. And she was like, don't ever fucking talk to me again. If you want closure, I want to get you that. Other than that, I don't want to hear from you ever again.
Don't you want to give you closure? That means she'll talk to you. That's a avenue back in right there.
But I didn't want that. My thing is, I was like, yo, I'm trying to get back with you. So like, I'll be honest with y'all though. I spent like the next 2 years like just fronting for my boys at college, you know, getting at all these chicks. But I was brokenhearted, bro, during that time period. And I was like, on the low, yo, Jorel, you a sucker. Y'all some suckers, dog. But I'll go back home, like trying to email her like Day 26 songs. Like, yo, I'm sorry, baby, please. Please get back with me, baby, please. And she just egged me all crazy, bro. And it took me, I'm not gonna lie, y'all think I'm a nut. Y'all think I'm an MAN. Y'all think I'm an ultimate nut for this, dog.
See, this is the part I don't believe, but but go ahead, get your shit off.
So that happened in 2008. I didn't get over that situation until like 2015, bro.
All right, bro.
And I feel like this is a counseling session. We had Cache here. I feel like
No, it's a bullshit session, nigga.
Yeah, if you're not over,
ain't no 7 years to get over that.
Yeah, come on.
No, but see, so this is why I said that I felt like he was capping because that was so long a period. But then I felt like he's telling somewhat a part of a truth because when you learn to heal properly, like when you learn to like accept your past and the things that you have gone through and the things that you like experienced,
It takes a while to heal.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But 7 years?
But because he was a kid, he was a teen. I mean, think about it. He's 19 years old. He's a teenager.
Yeah, no, I didn't know how to heal, though. And I was always thinking like in the back.
You didn't even build. How much did you even build with this girl? Were y'all ever even together?
Yeah, we were together for 2 years.
Still 7 years to heal.
And just like Brando, just like Cassie said, Brando always had the thought in the back of my head, like, okay, like this is gonna be the one that I'm playing these games now, but ultimately, like she's gonna be around when I'm done playing these games.
7 years later?
It wasn't 7. I mean, the lingering effects of me just not knowing, me not wanting to be in a relationship, me not giving my all. You know, me thinking in the back of my head, like, okay, well, I'm just gonna see her around one day. We're gonna meet up at Walmart randomly, and we just gonna pick up where we left off, bro, like on some movie type shit.
He was young, dog. He didn't know. He didn't know any better.
This boy loves.
I'm gonna show him some bill. He was young. He didn't know any better.
Never mind. I'm not gonna get all the way in my bag, but
This boy Jarvis wanted to be Shamar Moore so bad. In the Tyler Perry movie, dog. Meet up with a chick at Walmart.
Man. You watching too many Tyler Perry movies back then. That's what your problem
I
was.
was, dog. And I'm like, yo, I think I rushed. You know, this I feel like we got cash on. This is healing. You know what I mean? I think I rushed. It's a domino effect. You know what I mean? Like my first heartbreak to that situation to
Then you rushed into another relationship trying to get over that one.
and I feel like Jorel, you know, my other relationship that was a long-term relationship, you know, that I had kids from, you know, I just feel like I never learned how to heal. So I rushed into that situation. It was just, you got to learn how to heal. And I feel like that's the thing I take with me for the last 3 years is going to counseling, learning how to heal, and actually knowing what I want out of a woman. That's why I feel like I'm blessed to be in the situation I'm in now. I feel like I really had like a second chance. So I got caught up though. Long story short, that's when camera phones just dropped. Took a picture of me, dog. It was a wrap. You can't deny a picture.
Who took the picture?
She never told me, but I'm pretty sure it was like one of her
I
friends.
hate that they never give up. They never give up that fucking snitch, man. There's always some snitch.
Dog, you know, women got the underground network, dog.
Yeah, man, that should be making me so bad. Like, who's disinvested in ruining my life?
And the crazy thing is sometimes they don't even know each other. They don't really know each other like that. They just know each other through a mutual friend.
Man.
And the crazy thing that you, I'm gonna get my shit off now. You wasn't my girl at the time. You weren't official. Why was you? Okay.
You shouldn't have lied. Then you should have been like, I was at the movies.
So it took 7 years to get over a chick that
what was you supposed to do? You supposed to do what Uncle Terry told you. What Uncle Terry tell you?
It wasn't me. And go back to watching TV.
Oh man.
Uncle Terry's a huge proponent of die with the lie, dog.
Yeah, he really is. Die with the lies.
Die with the lie.
That's him, dog.
Sometimes you get caught. Sometimes you just get caught in situations that you can't even lie your way out of, man. Like I've been caught up every single time that I've ever been in any type of thing. I've got caught up every.
Damn, boy.
Every single time, my G.
Every single time. I've never not been caught up.
No, but you've been hurt though too, Brando.
Everybody's been. Yeah, I've been hurt. What do you mean? Yeah, I've been hurt because they leave me or.
They leave me.
They leave me.
Nah, girls.
Brando signed Tupac, dog.
Yeah, girls do shady.
You know, Pop be doing that shit on his ad libs.
Like one time it was I was I guess in a relationship, and then I had another young lady over my house, and she found my girl's panties under the bed.
Damn, Brando, you just being sloppy with your shit.
I mean, that's my girl. Why'd you leaving your dirty clothes under the bed? If I left my dirty clothes under the bed, it'd be a big
that sounds like it was planted, dog.
They do that a lot. Yeah, it probably was planted, but
they do that a lot.
She found the panties and
panties.
Boy, I like he's scared to say it. Come on,
found the panties.
And she found the panties, you know, and she addressed me, you know, came out there like, what is this? Holding the smoking gun.
Dang.
That's when you say those are yours.
Well, yours, yes. I think I might have did that. They might be
she don't know her own draws, nigga.
And then she kind of like, you know, got mad, stormed out, you know, cussed me out, and then
you better be lucky that's all you got, dog.
Yeah, you better be looking shaky, you know, eye jammy.
It doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. Because me and this, you got to realize she found my girl's panties. So it's not like this young lady was my girl, you know, or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, so she couldn't really
But we were, I mean, she didn't know about all, you know what I'm saying? She still didn't expect that. But, so she stormed out, and then, you know, later on I received a lot of text messages from her, you know, addressing me about this situation.
Drew.
So, my girl at the time, I guess a couple weeks later, snoops through my phone and sees her yelling at me about finding her panties.
Oh man, dog.
It's a double whammy, dog.
Yeah, it's a double whammy. But I was hurt by that. And
I was hurt. No, nigga, she was hurt, nigga. He was hurt.
I think one time what they do is when I was asleep, they take your thumb and put it on your and try to unlock your phone while you sleep.
I thought you were going somewhere
Ain't
else.
no gay shit now.
Y'all niggas crazy, man. Something wrong with y'all niggas. Something wrong with y'all niggas.
That was it.
You
What? I got caught by both ladies. What more do you want? But I was able to, save the relationship at that time. You know, the thing about it is so when my girl at the time found out, she yelled at me, cried, did that. I tried to console her. She pushed me and all of that.
Mushed you?
That all I done, all I done for you, all of that.
iffy. Yeah.
And she left. She left that night. The good thing is I knew she was getting her hair done the next day. And I knew who her hairdresser was, but I never spoke with her. So I hit up her hairdresser. I was like, hey, I messed up big time. She's gone. But I know she's coming to you tomorrow. I need you to give me that Addy. Give me that Addy. And I'm going to come with gifts for her and yada, yada, yada. And her best friend helped me. She's like, all right, I'm going to do this for you, but don't do this shit again, yada, yada, yada. And she let me surprise her with some, apology gifts and everything while she was getting her hair done.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. It worked.
Got her back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I lost her later on, but I got her back for that time period.
That's about I read something earlier, dog. We talk about gifts like that. You can easily win a woman back, dog. So he said a lot of times women take the perks and think they are in love because they are bashing their love of pseudo actions. So like women want the perks of it, and that's what makes them fall in love. Whereas men, we want concrete.
Yeah, evidence.
We want more concrete actions. Like
what things? Yeah.
Like you cheat on me and you sleep with another dude and you buy me some AirPods or.
I don't give a fuck about them AirPods. My heart's fucking broken. I don't give a fuck about an AirPod. It's not gonna heal my heart. Fucking do with an AirPod. Well, I guess she can say the same thing about me because I bought her a big ass giant.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not gonna get us back, bro. Like what do you think will get us back?
I was sincere though. Don't get me wrong. I was really sincere.
So Brando, if a woman were to cheat on you, what does she need to do to get you back? For me, maybe it's a pride thing. They ain't no coming back for me, though. I'm always visualize that in my head. Like, now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. It's just you're way too. It depends on how far we got in our relationship. But for the most part, I'm gonna be so disgusted with you at this point, and then hurt by you, also hurt, disgusted. I won't view you the same. You know what I mean? It's just like you're tarnished.
I'm gonna ask y'all boys this later. We're gonna finish our juice topic. You already know that's my topic coming up. So go ahead, Jorel.
So for me, Jarvis already knows this one, but this was back when I was in high school. It was my senior year, and I was dating a chick, and she ended up going to college up in Northern Virginia. So then I ended up going to school up in Northern Virginia. I went to community college up in Northern Virginia first, and then ended up transferring to ODU. But I was dating this chick, and she ended up cheating or whatever like that with one of Jarvis's best friend's roommates. And the crazy part was Jarvis had called me about it and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, this chick did X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't believe him. I was like, damn.
Small world, dog. Small world.
I was like, bro, like, for real? Like, and then he was like, yeah. So,
just I'm gonna kill myself.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all something. No, that's not funny, Jarvis.
No, I'm saying that's cap. I was definitely not like that.
I'm gonna slap her.
I'm a slapper.
That's not a good feeling. That is not a good feeling, though.
It isn't.
So,
man or woman, it's not a good feeling.
So, some time had passed, and I think we were like, so like basically like what Jarvis has said is like some time had passed, and my pride was in the way. Like I couldn't like really look at her the same. Like I couldn't like really like believe like what was going on. So like we ended up breaking up or whatever. And then she got into like a very serious like car accident, like damn near like died, right?
Celebrate.
And I was going up. I went up there to check on her and shit like that. And like we were talking, like she eventually got better. And then she like I was talking to her. I was like, yo, so like what really happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you like really do this? And she was like, yeah, like I really did it. But she was like, I really want to be with you.
So time out. She's on her deathbed, dog.
No. She had recovered. She had recovered.
Okay.
She was
I'm
better.
about to say, no, you don't do it.
She was still
Thinking
like,
of dear life. You're like, tell me, damn it. Tell me before you check out. Did you cheat on me?
This boy Jorel grabbed the pillow, dog. Trying to suffocate her, dog.
And now he's about to put a plug on her. Did you do it, Hannah? He's about to put a plug on the machine.
Did you do it? I'll pull this plug. Do it, damn it.
nah, man, y'all niggas is wild.
That line was about to go flat.
Nah, she ended up getting better. And she was like, yeah, I eventually, she was like, she admitted to it. And she was like, she still wanted to be with me and shit like that. But kind of like what y'all said, like I couldn't view her the same because at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like you're 19, 20 years old. It's like, damn, like you really did that. And like you made me out here like look like a fool, like when I defended you or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But long story short, I ended up clapping that again. You know what I'm saying? I ended up hitting that shit again. And Jarvis Jarvis knows the story, man. You know what I'm saying? I got my payback back, man.
That wasn't a question, dog.
I had to throw that in there. I had to throw that in there.
What?
The question to ask you your most savage moment, dog. The question was
This boy want to get his shit off. All right, we get it, dog. Damn, what?
the question is when did you get caught up, dog?
Is you listening? This boy is
Hey, man. I asked Brando, did he get his girl back? He said, yeah, he did.
I still got caught up though.
You know what I'm saying?
I got caught up before that though.
Jorel want to be the good guy so bad, dog.
I am the good guy though.
I ended up hitting that shit again, tearing that shit up, and then I bounced after she died. Like, Drew's question was when you got caught up.
Oh man.
All right, Jorel. I guess you want to get this shit off today, dog. I'm so lost right now, dog. Well, Annika, I guess we're not a PG podcast anymore, dog. We take it to the next level, Annika.
Yeah, you got Jorel over here fucking corpse. I don't know what's going on right now.
I end up clapping that shit again. I ain't that on my BJ shit. Oh man.
Oh man.
Some wild dudes, man.
Drew.
All right. So for me, this one was in college, and I was talking to two women at the time, not a relationship, just talking to two women, just so happened to be in the same sorority. But
which one? AKAs? Deltas?
Delta, stop.
AKAs.
Okay.
You had to think about it. You said AKAs.
But during our college years, some of the lines were rather large. So the lines, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Jorel, why are you making that face?
No, because the way they were rather large.
They were. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. All right. No,
he's saying they paper, dog.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
no,
we
I
know
didn't
it
say
is.
that.
It's okay. It's okay if you said that paper.
I didn't say that. That's y'all.
Paper. See, this is what I'm talking about. You see, y'all.
Yeah, Drew was capping. I'm with you on this one, Brando. If they paper, they paper. But go ahead.
I don't know if they are. I'm not going. I don't speak on things I don't know about.
Yeah,
anyway,
I didn't call a girl a hoe. That was made to be the bad guy all week. I didn't call that lady a hoe.
Anyway,
no, I'm sorry. Oh, I cannot. Oh, I'm going back.
Hold on, Brando. Let Drew get his shit off.
Oh, I'm getting back to this later. Oh, all three.
Anyway, they had a big line. All right, so me, I'm like whatever, 20, whatever. I'm thinking, they don't really know each other like that. Like, they weren't really, together that long is what I'm thinking. Like they aren't friends with everybody. So I'm like, I get my shit off. I'm good. So I'm talking to what up?
80 chicks online. One's the ace.
Yeah, it's a small world, Drew, and hoes make it even smaller. Hold on, make it even smaller.
Damn.
Well, again, I didn't say that, but anyway, moving forward, yeah. So, make a long story short, I'm talking to the two chicks. They on the same line. They end up having lunch together.
Damn.
Out of 70 chicks, the two that I think it was planned. I think they somehow found out. This isn't just coincidence. All right. My luck isn't that bad, throughout my life. So they end up having, lunch together, go back and forth. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to this guy,
There's only one of you, so they describe a short life skin dude. They're gonna know who it is.
handsome gentleman named Drew. It's funny you mentioned that. So am I. And I got the calls. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I was hurt. Nah.
So wait, what were you hurt because you lost one of them specifically, or you heard that you lost both of them?
Both at the same time, bruh.
So you really
I'm not gonna lie, I stayed in my room for a whole day, dog. I was hurt, dog. I was like a gunshot wound, dog.
See, that's the difference between me and Drew, dog. I had a similar situation at A&M. Like, I pulled two chicks. They were best friends. I didn't know they was best friends. You know what I'm saying? And I asked one to go out on a date, so I drive. I pull up to her crib. I stayed like an hour away. I didn't live on campus at the time. It was like the summertime. So I drive up there. I'm like, hey, I'm about to be there in 5 minutes. So I'll pull up to her door, and like both these chicks answer the door. Like, see? And I'm like, okay. I'm single. You still ready on this date? Like, I don't get it. So I still took the chick out. They had a good time on that date. And the other chick that was there, she didn't have a car, so she took the bus just to catch me. And she had to wait until after our date was over, dog, to go home. And I'm like,
you gave them both a ride home?
No.
Damn.
Brando, I'll tell you off mic, dog. Ain't nothing too crazy like that, but I'm saying I went about my business. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, my thing is when you're single, and you can't bust me out if I'm single. And I'm like, see, the situation I told earlier, I lied. So that told me like never, like be honest with women. So I told her like I'm single, having fun. I'm dating around. It is what it is.
I'm not gonna necessarily say I'll be honest. I just do like a don't ask. I have a don't ask, don't tell policy.
That's true. That's true too.
I think for me the biggest thing is that, like, of course I deserved it. Like, I shouldn't have been doing that. But the thing, like, usually you just lose one. To lose two of them in the same day, dog. It stings, man.
You were kind of tacky though, talking to two line sisters, dog.
Bro, I didn't know. Bro,
everybody's done that.
That's a dummy mission. That's a dummy mission, though.
Let's keep it real, though.
That's like talking to two friends at the same time.
No, man. I'm about to get. They're not friends. They're not.
There's a possibility, though.
Okay, Drew, I'm just saying, like,
they're gonna be at the same events.
Yeah.
Minimum.
What's the likelihood of them having lunch together?
They went to the same.
Very fucking high. You know,
you're in the same school, in the same line, Drew. It's a big possibility.
All right, all right.
Of the two basketball
likelihood of the two women I'm talking to out of 70 go out together.
That's life.
Oh, not go out together. I agree with you on that.
But they're gonna be at the same events. So say you're talking to both of them, and she invites y'all to.
But this is a one-on-one type of thing.
But the thing about it is, Drew, with the way you were doing that, maybe you could have got away with it for a lot longer. But eventually, it would have. Eventually, you had to drop one of them eventually, or lose one.
I mean, like I said,
but not that soon. Yeah, I would have.
I was wrong for it. It's on me. Take accountability.
Who cares? They would have did
it. It is what it is. We were young.
They would have did it to you. Don't feel bad. They would have did it to you too.
Yeah. I mean, goddamn, but all right.
That is real.
This boy Brando won't leave a topic without bashing a woman, dog.
Because I ain't gonna lie, dog. There's one time.
That bashing.
No, there's one time. All right.
No, don't do it. What you got? If you gotta think about it, don't do it, dog.
I'm saying I ain't gonna censor. I mean, there's one time that I was talking to a woman, and I invited her over, like, to hang out, and I brought all the fellas along, and she was like, "Yeah," like the next day she was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of feeling your boy." So, sometimes you gotta take the L,
Yeah. Go and get that assist, dog. And fill the stat sheet.
That's true.
Anyways, moving on.
Sometimes you can't score, dog. Sometimes you gotta get an assist. What you mean?
Rebounds,
That's
points,
facts.
rebounds, points, and assists. All three stats matter. Steals,
But
blocks.
Drew, but
Blocks is the only negative stat.
Yeah.
but Brando, let's be real. Does it depend on how the woman does it? Like if y'all just talking a little bit and you're like, oh, I like your boy, okay, go ahead. But what if she like does like in a disrespectful way? Like tries to come for you, like, yeah, well, put me on with your boy because you da 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 da. Like you're whack. Put me on with your boy. You still get that assist?
No.
Why not? Everybody gotta eat.
No, they don't. They'll be all right. Nobody get her yourself. Go do it yourself then. I'm not helping this situation out. No. Go get them yourself then if you're gonna do it that way. If you did it in a respectful manner, or maybe but you're not gonna sit there and tease me and then expect me to put you on with my friends and then everybody eats except for me. No, I'm not doing that. No, not gonna tease me about it.
What if y'all did a swap? Like, all right, well, if you gotta put me on with one of your friends, if that's the case.
That's not realistic though, dog.
Drew, what do you think this is?
He's like an NBA dog. Collective bargaining agreement, dog.
You gotta negotiate, dog. Negotiate a deal.
Drew trying to lay out the new CBA, dog.
No, but if that was a reality, yeah, I might could do that. If she has somebody that I want, yeah, fine, sure. All
right. So while we're on the topic of relationships, we about to get in our bag tonight. Now I debated on talking about this. I told y'all last year I was gonna talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. Do you think that there's a difference between child support and lifestyle support? To where I hear like a lot of dudes, they pay their child support, but they feel like the women utilize the child support on them, like buy them brand new shoes, dress, pay their car note, pay their light bills. Now this is the point of contention. I was watching something where there's a dude that came from a split background where his parents split, and the dad was paying child support. And he was like, my mom needed that child support to help pay these bills. You know what I mean? And my dad didn't pay a child support, that light bill wasn't going to be put on. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just on the children, it was on the overall lifestyle. I feel like there's a different issue when paying your bills with it as opposed to like splurging on yourself. So say you pay a woman $1,000 a month in child support.
Damn. Did you see Future's baby mama at what she was asking for?
Well, we can't.
But time out. We'll get on that. But let's say you
use regular
X amount of dollars on child support, and you see the woman pull up in a brand new car, designer purse, and you see her kids, and they looking raggedy though. They got Payless shoes on, like just.
Man, I think there's a simple solution, Jarvis. I don't know how they would implement it or the technology, but treat the child support as you would do like a EBT card, to where you only can get certain things with that money. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right, yes. If you get child support, maybe put the child support on a child support card, and maybe you can use it for bills and kids' school and items and shit, stuff like that.
You can pull the receipts though. So if they used it for something else, that would be on the statement.
So there just needs to be a system implemented to where implemented to where, like, it just goes to the child. It just needs to be a way to make sure that all of this money is going for the child, and then that solves all of that. But no, I don't think it's fair that we have to just give the women, well, not we, but just like men or whoever, or women, because sometimes women can be on child support.
Yeah, that's facts.
You have to give them, X amount of dollars and just let them do whatever they want. I'm not saying that all the people that's receiving is going to do wrong or do for self, but I'm saying, like, it should be documented. I should know exactly where the money went every single month.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to implement that, where if I know exactly where the money went every single month. It's funny you bring this up, Jarvis, because this actually is a little close to what I was going to ask you guys. I was having a conversation with a lady, and she basically told me that mothers are just more important than fathers. And I think that is 50-50.
That's cap, dog. That's cap. And then saying this as someone who was a single father for the longest, I feel like nobody's more important than the other. Kids need that feminine energy from their mom and the masculine energy from their dad. Exactly. I feel like in this, just
Is she a single mom, Brando?
She's married now. But she's been a single mom, but she's not no longer. She was
What is her basis behind saying that a mother's more important? I don't think
basically that basically it's a reason that that women should have the power and final say so on the child. Basically,
Disagree.
She married now?
Engaged. Yeah,
that's surprising.
It'd be a conversation.
And she's basically saying like she just looks at the mother as the matriarch and it feels that they're more important and to the child. Like she's, for instance, if you were to like say you want to move out of town, let's say you're co-parents and you want to randomly, not randomly, but you come. She's saying like, let's say you marry, let's say you have a child with someone and you want to move across the country or something. She's saying that yeah, you should talk to the other parent, but you don't really gotta get their blessing. You should just let them know because you're the mom.
Stupid. She's dumb.
Yeah,
I feel bad for whatever dude she's with.
I would love to have a conversation with her dog on this pod to let her know. I mean, obviously, there's 3 single black fathers up here who do an exceptional job, with raising, beautiful kids.
Yeah, single fathers, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to know what her thought process and her mindset is behind that because
sounds like she just had some bad experiences.
No,
yeah, just like Jarvis said. I mean, both parties are essential in the development of a child's life.
I mean, since day one, since my children were born, I was changing diapers, bathing them, nurturing them, feeding them, everything a child needs to survive.
Yeah.
I was doing. So I feel like there's no, and I feel like there's no. I don't agree with that.
I disagree. No, I disagree with it too. And I was like, I can't believe you're actually like saying that out loud. But she wasn't saying it in a like a mean or bad way. She was just more so saying like, we're the mother, we carry the child, which is true. We can't take that away. But at the end of the day, the child is born. The child never has to be there. So once the child is actually here, yes, you carried them, and I can never repay you enough, and I can never do that. Thank you. But once the child is here, it's 50-50 on what the child, but based on what the child needs. Not about who did the most work to get the child here. It's about what the child needs when the child is actually here. That's what's important. Not about, and I just think that that's the problem with the court system. I think that's the problem with society is that we kind of act like the mothers, just have all to say so. And to be honest with you, it's on men too. That's a part of it is men's fault because a lot of us ain't been shit for so long that they expect it like, no, the mom has to do it because you niggas can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like our generation, dog.
We're changing that. We're changing
the narrative, bro.
Yeah, we're changing that. Exactly. And it's not like that. So in this day, not in this day and age at all times, it's just important. And especially like you said, our generation, we are just, I don't know any deadbeats personally.
I don't either.
Me either.
I just don't know any. But growing up, I knew a lot and heard about it a lot. But I
know
they're there.
But let's be real. Like me going through certain situations and seeing certain situations, I think the internet has changed. I think, see me, I hate to say I'm jaded, but maybe I am. Because every time I see a woman post about a deadbeat, the first thing that goes to my mind is,
what's his side?
What's his side of the story?
Yeah.
Like you said, a woman could just move out. I have a homeboy, hit the mother of his child. They split up, and she moved across the other side of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And he's having to fight for his child. I think back then it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take you away from your child. I'm gonna tell the child you weren't there, you're a deadbeat. And then years later, the child goes and talks to the father like, what happened? Well, your mom took you from me. Look at these fees I had to pay to find you. I couldn't find you.
Yeah,
because I feel like the information wasn't there before. Whereas now a woman's not pulling that off. You could try, but eventually it's gonna catch up with you. I have a homeboy, right? I have another homeboy. His woman took his child away from him, moved to Florida, all the way to Florida. And he was like trying to find his child. He couldn't find her. She changed numbers on him. And this dummy, she tries to put him on child support. That's how he found out where her address was. It's like, I don't think the information was there in the past. But I do think like I do believe stories like in the 60s where dudes be like, I'm about to go to the store and never come back.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Or they had like there's like people with grandfathers who have like other families, dog, that they don't know about. It's like side children.
What's the Hov and Benny Siegel song? That's how the generation most of the generation before us grew up. A lot of them anyway.
Yeah,
or no, our generation. That's how a lot of us grew up.
Look, like, my boy Mike told me. Shout out to Mike. My boy Mike told me a week after he had his child. He's not a deadbeat. He's in his child's life still. But he was like, dog. He said, I can see how sometimes dude just want to like just bounce.
Disappear.
That's terrible.
Hey, it is. I mean, it can be overwhelming for first-time fathers, but I mean, after a while, it just becomes natural. It's a natural progression.
I like the first week. Really, you at this point now. The first week,
that's wild.
Like he like James Harden after 9.
Yeah, after 9 games. Hey, but to answer your question, Jarvis, I think that child support is essential, especially if it's going to the right things, like you know what I'm saying, like putting the roof over a kid's head, putting clothes on their back, food in their stomachs, and things of that nature. But then when you have those certain circumstances that when a woman is asking for child support, but she's using it to her own advantage, like I said, I was getting ready to speak on Future's baby mother asking for $53,000 a month in child support. Woo. I feel like that's excessive. I feel like you can definitely raise a child not being on $53,000 a month. Obviously, she's the exception, not the rule. But there are plenty of women and men who use the judicial system to their advantage to basically make the other partner pay because they didn't want to be with them or they cheated or whatever the case may be. And it's not what it should be used for. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying, those situations suck. But the point of the money is to support the child and to make sure that they're able to, you know, grow in a comfortable environment and to be, you know, not be malnourished and things of that nature. So, yeah, I mean, do I think that is essential? Yes. As long as it's used in the correct way.
So my thing is, I have a boy. He paid child support for 18 years, like that Kanye song. And when his child became of age, he said that he was on Facebook and he saw a dude that the mother of his child used to talk to. He said, this dude looked just like his son. He said that moment he realized, like, dang, like, this ain't my son. They got a DNA test, proved that it wasn't his son. So in that case, I'm like,
that's his fault, though. That's his fault.
He should be able to get that money back somehow.
He
should have got a DNA test from the get-go.
But I mean, who gets DNA? I mean, unless it's really questionable.
Isn't that? I thought that was like part of a child support thing. No.
Nah.
I thought that was just like part of it.
In certain cases, I mean, in certain states, it can be.
I mean,
if you question a woman's behavior and she's flat out, which I saw multiple guys. I mean, the smart thing to do is to get
man, if you
have any questions, but if you're in a relationship with this woman and she's pregnant, you're going through the process, and you're having a baby, like me personally, I never got a DNA test on none of my daughters.
Yeah, but once child support comes into play, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest with you, even if you with a girl, like no girl should get mad at you if you decide that you want to get a DNA test, even if y'all been together forever.
Some women feel offended by that, though.
Okay, but you can be offended, but sometimes you just got to be unselfish sometimes. And if you ain't do nothing, go prove it. Cool.
So, Brando, if you're married, would you get a DNA test for?
I mean, no. I'm not saying I would personally think of it like that. I'm not saying I would, but I'm saying if I wanted to, I don't think a lady should be mad at a man for deciding to do that.
If her behavior is questionable, I think if you
even if it's not questionable, because women can be sneaky. It could be
you're
nothing.
Jaded, dog. You're not gonna think. I'm telling you, Brandon. If you're in a relationship with a woman, dog, and y'all are going and y'all have a slip up, and she gets pregnant, you're not gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna get the DNA test. You're not gonna be thinking about that.
I'm not saying I would, but
if it's a random joint that you just meet up, and then at that point,
all I'm saying is this. My point is that no matter what. If a man wants to get a DNA test, it's not a problem. If you having a baby with your wife, if y'all married and been together for 5 or 10 years and you want to have a DNA test, that should not be an issue, because at the end of the day, if it ain't mine and I go through this whole 18 years dealing with this stuff and find out, ain't nobody gonna be there to help me.
But my thing is, would you want to find out 18 years later? I wouldn't even want to find out at that point.
That's why I'm saying that they should be able to get the DNA test from the get-go if they want to.
That would hurt. That one would sting a lot.
That's why I said we should be allowed.
I honestly feel like it should just be mandatory. Like it should be part of the birth process. Like it's just done.
Like you mean like if you're regardless if you're married or not.
Yeah, no matter what, like they just do a
that's what I'm
DNA test right then and there.
Our
Like,
parents are, yeah.
I mean,
A lot of people be
I don't
getting
think it's
valid. I mean, I'm not against it with my boys now.
I mean,
I'm not against them. I'm not
I mean,
against.
I don't know if it should be mandatory or not. I don't think it makes sense why it should be. So I'm not arguing against it. But I wholeheartedly know that no man should be ridiculed or for doing it, for getting one, no matter the situation, because that's who's gonna. It's not only for our sake, but for the baby's sake.
But I'm saying, just think about it, bro. Say that you're married for 10 years, bro. Your wife goes into labor, gives
He gonna
birth
be.
to a
I'm
baby.
not saying shit.
Hold on. In a
Don't
week,
be mad.
in a week, you find out that baby's not yours,
hey,
bro. You got
She
some
shouldn't
problems on your hands, dog.
hey, bro, hey.
That's
That's why if it was mandatory, then
Yeah.
that would probably stop a lot of people from doing stuff.
Yeah. Women would mess with not all women, like a certain demographic.
Don't stop backsliding, Brando. Like you tell us, say what you gotta say, Brando.
I'm trying to, but
It
y'all
was on your mind, Brando.
I always do, but y'all be trying to add stuff to my words. I see what happens. So what I'm gonna say is that there's women out there that would just be with multiple partners, and then end up pregnant, and then just whoever their favorite guy is at the time will be the daddy.
That's facts.
Damn,
That's facts.
I ain't looking at that way.
Nah, I've heard situations like that, dog. I know.
Whoever, like say like whoever their favorite is on their roster. You know how women and men both have a roster. She'll get pregnant, and whoever her favorite is on the roster, that's the daddy.
But I also think, dog, if your child come out, and I mean, at first, like it's a newborn, so it looked like whatever, like a damn near alien at that point. But once your child started getting to their looks, and you looking around, you know her family, and the baby don't like nobody in her family, don't like her. You go through your lineage, you sit there like.
I mean, genetics and DNA is hard sometimes.
This baby look a little.
It is difficult.
Hispanic
though,
right now.
My son looks white, dog. To me.
What? All right,
Yeah,
Gabe, all right now.
All right,
No, for real. Have y'all seen Gabe's hair? Gabe's hair is straight. It's like super straight.
He looks like a light skinned black boy now. Don't OD.
Dog, back in the day, Gabe didn't look like that, cuz.
Edit, Zach.
Jim Jones' son looked just like Cameron.
Not anymore though.
I don't know about that
He
one.
used to. He did come out. Everyone was like,
who's selling like the security guard? Somebody killed like a security guard. Was it Travis Scott? And there's like Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner's son or Bedore, whoever it was.
They got a daughter, yeah. They got a daughter.
Like
but my boy B, he was raised in a child for 2 years when he was in college. And he said that child wasn't look like his. He did a DNA test. He found out that child wasn't his. And listen, he was raised in a child. I'm saying the mom was like in custody. He was raised in a child for 2 years. Once he found out, he gave the child back to the state. I couldn't do that, bro.
Back to the state?
Yeah.
He couldn't get the grandmama or something?
State of property, dog.
All right, dog.
And that's why you.
Was that Beanie Single joint, dog? State property.
State property, dog. Jarvis said state of property. It's state property, boy.
That child was state property, dog. At that point, but look, my daughter's 2 going on 3. I can't imagine like it's like okay, whatever. I'm giving you back, like whatever.
I mean, our kids mostly look like us, so
Because your kids, it's your kid.
I'll say he thought it was his kid for 2 years. He was raising a kid.
Mm.
And his mom was like, go, baby. I know you love this child now. You gotta get a DNA test, baby. Come on now. And he did it.
Yeah.
Mama always knows best.
Yeah, them black elders, man, they gonna cut it to you raw. You know why them black elders know that? Because never mind, nope. Because
Hey, look.
them black elders know how y'all get down.
Hey, look, my granddad, he always say, hey, he look at somebody, he be like, some of the milk ain't clean. That's what he say.
Yeah, them elders know, man. Them elders be knowing. They know.
They do. I give them that. They really do.
They know. And not only that, they know from being them. Because y'all gotta realize our grandmas and our moms were young ladies at one point when they were playing this game that we were in. At the end of the day, they were part of this game that we're in.
Drew's feeling that juicy.
Not Jarvis and Drew, but me and Jorel.
Yeah.
So they know what's up, man. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything.
Brando's grandma told him about slavery, so I mean, I know she know a lot.
Who?
Yo,
My grandma. My grandma was born in 1918.
Shut the fuck up.
What? I don't know why y'all don't believe that. She was born in 1918.
1918, Brando.
That's her birth year.
Brando failed history, dog.
She was. Why y'all gonna tell me my grandma's birthday?
he failed.
Brando, do you know how old she'll be right now? She's 103. She's 103.
No, she passed in 2015.
Oh, so she was what, 90 something? Was she passed?
Yeah, she was late 90s. Yeah.
That's believable.
Yeah, she was late 90s.
I feel like my grandparents were born in the 40s though, like 1941.
Yeah, but my dad was the youngest. My grandma had 4 kids, and my dad was the youngest. So that's why my grandmother is a lot older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wow, that's fun.
I mean, it's real though. I mean, I think about like my
my dad was born in 1958. My mom and my dad was born in 1958, dog. My
grandma was born in 1941.
My grandparents were born like in the 30s, dog.
All right, so my grandma older than your grandma, Jorel. That's so hard to believe.
1918 is wild, cuz.
So your grandma was having a child when she was like 40, in her 40s.
Who?
Probably.
My grandma?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She had my dad was her final kid.
Yeah, so she's probably in her 40s.
Yeah. My dad was born in the 60s, I think. My dad was born in the 60s. The 50s or 60s. I don't know.
All right, now. Granny wasn't having no child in her 50s now.
I mean,
still having a baby, dog.
Wait, how old is your dad?
He's in the 60s.
No, that means he was born in his 50s then.
All right, well, he's born in the 50s then, yeah. And so my grandma was like late 30s or early 40s when she had my dad. But she had kids. My dad was her last kid. She had 3 other kids.
All right, Brando. There's 10 years in a decade, right?
I'm not off.
Hey, that's that Newport News education for
No,
Drew
y'all
Brando.
that's confused.
But she wasn't a slave though, Brando. She wasn't.
Yeah, she was not a slave.
She was probably like indentured servant or what they had to fill.
Was not no indentured servant in 1980.
No. After slavery, black people still work on farms.
Yes, but she was not an indentured servant.
That's technically what it was. You're getting paid for that service at that point. They still work like they were.
And my point, I never said my grandmother was a slave. I was saying her parents were slaves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that makes sense. So your great grandparents.
That's what I said.
My great grandfather was a slave. Yeah. I did find that out. My great grandfather was a slave.
What's his name?
John Green.
Okay.
That's a slave name.
So we end up changing.
I gotta change my name too. That's why I need to change my name.
My family ended up changing their last name. They put an extra.
Change our last names.
They want to put an extra E on the last name because they didn't want to be associated with the actual slave owner.
Name.
That's real.
All my cousins and my family, we need to change the power name. We do. I know it's tradition, and I know that we feel that strongly about it, but that's not us. We should just make up our own last name.
What name would you make up, Brando, if you had to choose the last name? What would it be, dog?
Billups.
Brando Blanks. Brando Blanks.
Brando blank that ass.
Would y'all take y'all's girl's last name if y'all got married? Would y'all consider it?
Absolutely not.
I would do a hyphen.
I would never do that. I told y'all about this. We talked about this before.
Yeah,
I'm not mad. I'm not against the hyphen.
Yeah, then you want to court at Michael K. Gilchrist. It's not a tough jersey. This is not.
I like hyphens on a jersey. I think it's tough.
So
are you gonna do that, Drew?
Pearson Peck.
You want to
actually go hard.
Pearson Peck. That actually go hard.
It does.
That should go hard, dog. Pearson Peck.
Pearson Pecker. I don't know about that. The joke's gonna write themselves on that.
Would you do that for your kid, Drew? Pearson Peck?
I'm not against it. We haven't discussed it.
Boy, you about to get married in 2 days. You better figure it out now. I don't get it, dog. But yeah. So
are you doing that, Jarvis?
Me? No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, okay.
We're still trying to decide about her last name going forward. So we'll see. Because it's her family tradition is different from ours. Like they take their father's first name and make it their last name. So whatever their they take their grandfather's first name and it's their last name.
Grandfather's first name. Okay.
So
I like that.
What's her grandfather's name?
Huh? Abdul Hafiz.
No, what's her grandfather's name?
Abdul Hafiz.
His last name?
His first name.
No, his first name is Abdul Hafiz.
Yeah.
That's his first name.
Yeah.
Okay.
You asked what his last name is? I don't know.
That man sounded like he was a hooper, dog, with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in him, dog.
Did I tell you I watched the? Did I tell you I watched? Jarvis, did I tell you I watched the movie?
Muslim? Yes, you told me that.
Damn, boy, it's been 3 pods now.
Jarvis, I tell you, I watched the movie Muslim. Hey, Jarvis, I watched the movie
Every
Muslim.
time we talk about this shit, this nigga say, I watched the movie.
All right, let's close this out, dog, on what you've been on section. Me and Brandon had a combo topic there. So, but I'm about to start watching Your Honor with Drew. Drew gave me the log information. I'm gonna watch that. I finished up A Teacher, dog. So I don't know if I told y'all, that's about the student that sleeps with his teacher, and the teacher goes to jail. Like, dog, the first half of that season was like super dope, dog. But like many shows, like they just could not land the plane, dog. Like the final 4 episodes were just like whack. But I watched it halfway, so I had to finish it up. But like the writing just got cheesy. It became like an after school special. And like the ending episode, like the dude he came to her, he met up with her like later on. And it's not a spoiler alert, whatever. But he met her later on and he was like crying, like, I was the victim. I was a child and you did that to me. Like, I can't believe you took advantage of a child. And she's like, I just wanted out of my marriage. So that was my only escape out of it. So it was like the writing was a little cheesy. I understand how he could be a victim being a student. But like what led up to that was like him just acting like a savage. Like, yeah, like Jorel, I tore that up. You know, his spiraling out of control. And then all of a sudden, like he sees himself as like a victim years later. But yeah, I mean, the first half of that season was dope. As far as like books, I'm reading 44 Ways to Manhood. I think it's definitely a dope book to read, and I'm just preparing for the getting married. So it's in preparation for that.
You getting married next week, ain't you?
Who?
You, Andrew. Both of y'all get married next week. Y'all the married boys. Y'all the married boy. I'm proud of y'all, boy.
Like Brando says, soon come.
I want once everything clears up, I do want you guys to have big celebrations for your unions.
Yeah. Hopefully when this COVID thing ends, we'll do this.
I don't think it's ever going to. Well, it can. It can. We can.
I think next year around this time, we might be in the clear. Next year, we might.
I'm getting that vaccine though.
Hey, me too. I signed up for it, so hopefully I'll be getting it soon.
I think it was New Zealand. They were like they corona free or something. I think it was New Zealand.
Yeah, no cases.
New Zealand. Yeah.
There's a few places that's COVID.
So I'm looking on my gram, bro. I'm seeing like this people. I guess it's the fatigue of it all. I seen people that are like really like diligent, like not going nowhere, and now I see him out like at parties on the gram, like this.
I mean, that's been going on for a minute now, Jarvis.
I'm saying people who were at first like really paranoid about it. Like people I know.
You can't do it.
People tired of being inside, dog. They tired of it.
Yeah, so that's that. As far as music, I've listened to Hood Life Crisis by J.I. the Prince of NY. He has a song called R&B Shit with A Boogie with the Hoodie. It goes, love it. Been playing it in the wheels, so that's what I've been on.
Yeah.
So for me, I just wrapped up Euphoria, and it is executive produced by Drake. It is. I sent it to Jarvis. Jarvis, I know you seen the link, but it is executive produced by Drake. A very good show. Like I said, if you can get past the drug abuse, if you're comfortable with your sexuality and things of that nature, you would thoroughly enjoy it. Zendaya's in it. Like I said, very, very good show. Other than that, man, I've just been watching NFL football. Obviously, the playoffs, all the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers. And then I saw the Buffalo Bills, man. They look legit, man. The Bills look legit. They look like they may end up giving the Chiefs some problems if they end up seeing them.
But what y'all did we do our Super Bowl pick chat? We did our Super Bowl pick chat.
Packers Chiefs.
You had Packers Chiefs.
That's who I got.
Right?
I got Saints Chiefs.
What did you have, Drew?
Packers Chiefs.
What did I have?
Saints Chiefs.
I said Saints Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think I did say that.
You want to change it? Change it. You can change it.
The NFC is going to be crazy. Like no matter what happens,
I don't see nobody beating the Packers, though.
Rodgers versus Brady or Breeze in the NFC Championship.
Oh, it's gonna be a legend in the Super Bowl for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know who coming out the NFC. I still have my money on the Chiefs, though. I definitely have my money on the Chiefs out the AFC. NFC is hard for me to say, man.
Packers. I can't see nobody beating.
I'm kind of leaning towards Green Bay, man. I don't know. It's hard.
We'll see. Like I said, I think the Saints defense is legit, but we'll see. As far as NBA news, obviously James Harden has been traded to the Brooklyn Nets.
I love this story, man. I love what's been going on with James Harden, Kyrie, John.
That boy went crazy. That boy went crazy too.
I love it.
So y'all think the Nets are coming out the East?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's over for the Sixers.
Eastern Conference for sure.
They're at least coming out the East. And they have a chance to beat the Lakers.
They're gonna get to the Eastern Conference Finals on accident, just based on the talent.
They're getting out of the East.
I don't think they have enough depth to beat a
Portland.
team.
Nah, they probably don't have enough depth to beat Portland. Not enough depth.
I don't think they have enough depth to beat the Philadelphia. Obviously, I'm a Sixers fan.
Oh my God!
Listen. I'm a little bit biased.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm biased, but I really don't think that this Nets team is talented enough.
Y'all should trade Simmons for Harden straight up. Y'all should did that. Y'all won't regret not doing that.
I don't necessarily think so.
But the Sixers are good. I mean, the Sixers are good in the regular season, but in the playoffs, once they're gonna force Simmons to shoot, it's a different. Playoff basketball is different from regular season basketball.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen the formula work before with the point guard not being able to shoot in Rondo.
I mean, Harden ain't successful in the playoffs. I mean, he ain't got to a ring either, so it ain't like.
I'll put it like this, though. In the playoffs, the rotations shorten. So does depth really matter in the playoffs?
Nope, not when you have KD and James Harden. No.
Yeah, but when they're having to play 40 plus minutes a game, I think that's what it matters.
They don't got to play 40 plus minutes a game. They're gonna sit out games. You know, this is the.
No, I'm talking about during the playoffs. They're gonna have to play 40 plus minutes during games. And when you got KD,
not all games, some games
when you got KD coming off an Achilles injury, bro, that's gonna matter when coming down the stretch.
I mean, teams are playing like eight man rotations in the playoffs. So
you're overthinking this one, buddy. You're just overthinking it. It's just James Harden and Kevin Durant on the same team.
And Kyrie.
All right. Let's not act like KD didn't have to go to fucking Steph to bail him out. Let's not fucking do this.
And Steph needed KD to
last time I checked, Steph had won a ring without KD.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about to get that last ring.
They lost the next year. They lost the next year. They lost.
Majority of their fucking roster was hurt.
And the ring they won before that.
Klay Thompson had tore his ACL during the fucking finals that year. Don't give me that bullshit. Klay Thompson had tore his ACL during the finals that year. Cut that shit out.
No, we're not talking about. No, we're talking about when they lost
73-19.
We're talking about when they lost to Cleveland.
Oh, to Cleveland. Okay.
Yeah. That's all I'm talking about.
Still, that team shouldn't have lost either. The only reason why they lost is because they got fucking Draymond got suspended.
Okay, and the year before that, the only reason they won.
The year before that, they won.
Yeah, because Kyrie and Kevin Love went down.
But no, they were up 3-1. They were up 3-1, right?
No, that was game one.
No, I'm saying that in the 73-19, we're up 3-1, right?
Yeah, they were up 3-1. That's the momentum.
All you need is one more game, dog. Who cares?
Yeah, no excuse. No,
you don't give up those games, bro.
Okay, they still.
No, listen.
I'll put it this way: Steph won championships without KD.
He won one championship without him. Okay. Who's better, Steph or KD?
You talking about all time? Steph is.
Give me Steph. Give me Steph.
Steph is easily the greatest shooter of all time.
Wait. Steph is better than KD?
Give me Steph.
Yes, all time. Yes.
Give me Steph.
He's
the only.
Crazy.
He is the only unanimous MVP in NBA history.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Steph is a killer, dog. Steph, give me leadership and mental toughness.
No, y'all throwing all these intangibles.
Give me that.
Who is the better basketball player?
Give me Steph.
Stephen Curry is.
If y'all going to war, who y'all going to war with? KD or Steph?
KD. Wow, man.
Y'all are wild. Y'all are really wild.
KD is a better basketball player than Steph.
If I'm
the
going
only
to
reason why you're saying that is because of height.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, what do you mean?
The crazy thing is that KD is taller than him, but Steph is still the more efficient scorer.
No, he's not. I mean, they're both the same. He's not. Do you know KD's shooting percentage? This is KD.
Have you seen?
We're splitting hairs, though. We're splitting hairs.
We're not splitting hairs. No, it's not.
I'm taking KD. I'm taking a 6'11" who can pull up from 35. I'm sorry.
Okay, and you can take a 6'4" point guard who can pull up from 50. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm taking a 6'11" player. What do you mean? I don't get it.
That's okay. Hey, Zach. Edit Jorel and Jarvis out so people don't think they're stupid because these are very intelligent.
It's not stupid, dog. It really isn't.
They're very.
I would say Steph is the greater, but not better.
He's not greater neither.
All right, so
No,
Steph shoots 47% from the field.
But KD about to win more rings too, so that's. I mean, who's to say?
I mean, we can't say that right now, but
I mean, listen, KD can fit into any system.
KD's a better player. KD's a better basketball player. I don't.
Steph would tell you that. Steph would tell you that. Everybody knows. It's not a secret. I've never even argued something like this before. I never even argued.
Yeah, I don't get it. KD's he's a better defender. I just don't know what you want me to say. Like, I don't even think it's an argument.
I'll play this. Hey, Steph didn't join KD. KD joined Steph. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I think in KD's heart of hearts, he knows that Steph's a better player than him.
No, hell no. What? Y'all are crazy, dog. Y'all are crazy.
Bro, I can't believe y'all are really trying to justify this argument.
I can't believe y'all are.
I really can't believe that y'all are trying to justify a man who his team was up 3-1 against.
We're not justifying. We're saying who is a better basketball.
Hey, I'll play this. KD shoots 54% from the field. Let's see what Steph's shooting percentages this year.
You're basing off of a shooting percentage, which is probably
we said efficiency. That's what we talked about, right?
You said career. Is that his career number, Jarvis?
This year.
It's
Okay.
been 9 games.
All right. Well, I mean, we can do career averages too if y'all want.
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter what the average is, man. Eye test, man.
All right. Well, put it this way. Like I said, I'm excited to see what the
who's the better defender. No, who's the better defender?
Kevin Durant is. I'm not
okay. And their offense it's a toss up.
Okay, so that's like saying who can facilitate the basketball better. Steph Curry can.
I mean, he's not like the greatest passer ever. I mean,
he averages fucking 7 assists a game.
He averages close to that too.
KD is not averaging no damn 7 assists a game.
5 or 6.
Y'all cut the shit.
What?
I'm just saying we just broke it down, so I don't know how you already said KD's a better defender.
Listen, KD is universally known as the better basketball player than Steph Curry. There's not even an argument.
Like I said, I don't think that's clear cut.
It is.
I don't think that's as clear cut as y'all think it is.
I was wrong about Steph Curry. When Steph Curry was going crazy a few years ago, when I put him above LeBron and Michael Jordan, I was tripping.
All right, now you
was tripping.
How many MVPs does KD got? 1, correct?
Oh my God!
Steph got 2 back-to-back.
I'm not doing this,
Mr. Statman. Who gives a fuck?
I'm not doing this.
Y'all are crazy, dog.
Matters.
I'm not doing this.
All right, man. Cool.
I'm not doing this.
I think it's splitting hairs at this point.
No, we're not splitting hairs.
I don't think it's so drastic as you guys are making it seem to be.
Yeah.
No, I mean KD's
it isn't, but I'm saying.
All right, so who's better? So who's better, LeBron or KD?
LeBron's number 1 and KD's number 2 in the league.
Yeah.
No, Giannis is better than fucking KD.
No, he's not. What?
No.
Giannis
can't shoot.
On that.
Giannis can't shoot.
Bruh.
Steph is better than Giannis.
All right, so thank you for making that argument. Giannis can't shoot, but averages 24 and fucking 14.
It doesn't. Why do you keep bringing up? Why are you Mr. Statman? Who the fuck cares, dog?
Because that matters, Drew.
No,
that matters.
Oh my God, dog. You're all right, bro. Fine.
You sound crazy today, Drew. I'm just like,
yeah.
Bro,
of course, he averages 24. He's 6'11 and can get to the paint at ease. He can't shoot.
Guys.
What did he do in the playoffs? What did Giannis do in the playoffs? Tell me, Mr. Statman.
What do you mean?
What did he do in the playoffs?
He did the same fucking shit that KD did without no help.
No.
Yes, he did. He did the same shit that KD did without no help.
KD showed up in the playoffs.
KD has been out multiple rounds in the second round. Multiple times in the second round.
But KD shows up. It's not because of KD.
Oh yeah, KD showed up and was up 3-1 against the fucking Warriors and then lost the next 3 games. So yeah, he shows up. You're right. Yeah, he does.
Damn. All
right. That's fine. But what did Giannis do?
What do you mean? He lost to a team that went to the NBA Finals and won fucking 2 games against the Lakers.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on. We're not a sports podcast, Jorel.
I really can't believe that.
The reason we're not a sports podcast because it's like this one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one thing for sure.
The crazy thing is that most people will probably agree with me more than
y'all.
They're
not, Jorel.
No,
I promise you they won't.
All right, y'all want to make? Should we do a poll?
Make a poll.
We can make a poll.
We're not gonna do it. Y'all already say y'all make a poll, but y'all never do it, dog.
What do you mean? We've done a poll 3 times.
Hey, we can make a poll.
All right, so then put it this way. Give me your NBA Finals prediction this early. Give me your early NBA Finals prediction.
The Lakers Nets.
I mean,
Lakers Nets.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Go ahead. Put the Sixers in there. Go ahead. You said.
I mean, I do think the Sixers could beat the Nets.
Every year you think that. Okay. Haven't made the finals.
Jarrell is the most biased sports fan I've ever met.
I
By
know. What is he talking
far.
about?
Look, I'm gonna keep riding with Philly, dog. Joel Embiid is the early NBA MVP favorite.
This boy Jorel is Ryan Hollins, dog. The worst take. The worst takes, bro.
You look like him too, dog. No cap.
That is true.
I'm gonna keep it real though. But all this arguing, I don't think the NBA. I think they're gonna shut the NBA down, dog. All these.
Nah, they're not. I don't think they are.
They'll go back to the bubble.
Yeah, I think they'll go back to the bubble before anything.
I didn't think the NFL season was going to make it. Like, this was a month ago, but once.
By the way, Jarvis, Duke fucking sucks. We suck this year.
We're trash.
We're really fucking bad. Like we're bad.
It's one of these strange years, bro.
Yeah, can't relate. Defending champs, you know how it is. Come on now. Defending champs.
That was 2 years ago. Oh, because they didn't have a season.
We're the defending champs.
Damn.
Hey, man.
Sorry, yeah.
Damn.
Did you ever think that you was gonna see UVA win a national championship?
No, he didn't, because I didn't think that neither.
Final Four was the best I got. In my mind, I'm like, if we make it to the Final Four, I'll take it. Like that's
I like Kyle Guy, though. I like Kyle Guy.
We made it to the Final Four. Then we ever made it to the Elite Eight. Norfolk State.
Norfolk State never made no damn Elite Eight.
Was it Sweet 16?
You talking about Jarrell's bad sports take, dog. You're right. You're right. We're not a fucking sports dog.
Yeah, we
made about Norfolk State making it to the fucking Elite Eight.
It was VCU. VCU made the Elite Eight, right?
VCU made the Final Four.
VCU.
Norfolk State made it far. What are y'all talking about? They made it far one year.
No.
Yes, they did.
I think it was
George Mason. You think about George Mason?
No, Norfolk State.
I know they got a big upset in like the first round.
Yeah, that was when they had Kyle O'Quinn.
I make no damn Elite Eight.
They just won that one game.
Did they make it?
Yeah, they only won one game. They didn't make the 2016.
You can knock that off, dog.
Yeah, you're a damn right now, Brando.
Don't try to don't try to compare my memory from Norfolk State's basketball history to you thinking that Steph Curry and Giannis is better than Kevin Durant. Don't compare the two. Don't try to categorize me with you, Jorel. I'm not like you.
Hey,
don't you do categorize me with him?
All right, Drew. All right, last thing. Who's the better defender, Giannis or KD?
Probably Giannis.
Okay, I'm about to say because fucking Giannis has a defensive player of the year last time I checked.
Yeah,
but as far as my song Money Man fall today.
That's off for state of emergency.
I really can't believe you. We need to
state of emergency, right? That's off a state of emergency.
Yeah, it is. Bro, we need to have a sports debate on one of these podcasts, dog. We just need to go in on sports.
We're going next week. Oh, we're going next week.
We have to do. I mean, we have to do a relationship based pod this time because last week was a man based podcast.
How was last week a man based podcast?
We talked about Eminem. We talked about rap a lot. We did.
Yeah.
But honestly, we got a lot of views on that joint though. No
Drew, are the Spurs making the playoffs?
Maybe.
I think we will.
Portland make the playoffs, Jarvis?
Who?
Yeah, come on now. Absolutely. We don't miss the playoffs with Dame.
Y'all have before, I thought.
Yeah, his rookie year. That's the only time he missed the playoffs.
I like Dame. Second best point guard in the league.
Now,
if LaMarcus Aldridge don't be a bitch, we'll make the playoffs.
I forgot LaMarcus Aldridge was still in the league. I forgot he was still in the league.
No, you shouldn't be dependent on LaMarcus Aldridge for a playoff spot. He's like 30.
Yeah, you should more so depend on DeMar DeRozan.
Why you gotta hate every player that leaves the Spurs?
What are you talking about?
Why do you hate LaMarcus Aldridge?
He's still in the Spurs.
He doesn't.
He talking about me.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking because he used to be with the Blazers. I'm tripping. Yeah.
The dude doesn't show up.
All that big shit about Jorel, dog. Yeah, that's all we're not.
I had a brain for it.
Yeah, two of them, dog. Norfolk State, 316, and now LaMarcus Aldridge don't play for the Spurs anymore, dog. All right.
I mean,
Brando, who's the starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I can't wait till that game tonight. That's gonna be epic. No matter this, that's great that no matter what, the NFC is gonna have a epic showdown.
I'm asking y'all a question in the future about sports rivalries and if they're dead or not. So keep that in the back of your mind. I'll talk about
three Hall of Famers, dog.
Yeah.
In the NFC.
Yeah.
Left.
Yeah. It's tough.
All right, you want to go Brando or me?
You go ahead.
All right, so me and my girl watched the new Netflix movie Lockdown. With Anne Hathaway and I forgot the other dude's name, black dude, but it's okay. It's a cool little date movie type of thing.
I saw there's another movie that just came out last night. It's called Out the Wire.
Oh wait,
I heard that's hard.
Yeah, I heard that joint. I heard that joint's tough.
I want to see that joint. And the dude from Snowfall.
Yeah.
I'm
Damon.
Damon. Black dude, I like him.
I forgot his
You
name.
know he's British, right? He talks about British.
Yeah.
No, that's the dude from All American that's British.
No,
the dude from Snowfall, British.
The dude
too.
from Snowfall is British too. Yeah.
British motherfuckers taking all our jobs.
You should know, dog. Hey, is Melvin gonna be on? You ready for Melvin's? I like Melvin's role, dog.
Yeah, Man Boy gonna be back. Man Boy.
Oh yeah. Come on now.
That showed his versatility, dog. That showed his versatility as an actor. That was a good role for him to take.
It's my favorite role of his, easily.
Yeah. He's about to be in the new Billie Holiday movie too. That's about to come out.
Really?
It's like a biopic about Billie Holiday, I think.
I can see him blowing up, bro, taking it to that next level.
Yeah. But yeah, so we watched that. It's okay. It's all right. What else did we watch? Shit. We watched we started this new show called The Circle on Netflix, I think. It's like a game show about social media. It's kind of cool.
Hey, you and Annika should watch Euphoria. Y'all would like that.
Okay. I don't know if she's seen it or not.
Check it out.
You know, Drake might have seen it.
It's only 8 episodes.
Oh, what?
It's only 8 episodes.
I thought there was more than one season though.
Nah, the second season's coming out, I think, this year, later on this
What's
year.
that show about the aliens or whatever? Come on, HBO. I thought that was Euphoria.
Nah.
What?
Come on, Lovecraft Country.
Yeah. Okay, I'm tripping. All right.
Oh yeah. But yeah, in terms of that's about all we watched. In terms of music, ain't really shit come out for real. Like lately, it's the end of the year, start of the new year, so everybody's scared because Drake coming out. So I get it, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
Certified Lover Boy.
Hey, you heard what Joey said on the pod, dog? About he heard a fake Drake album. Nothing but heat is what he said, but we'll say that for another day. But Favi movie.
That's my guy.
Bow.
Bow.
Bow. Got a new track called Game Time. You know what he's giving up, dog.
I love Favi, dog. Love him.
Let's get it, dog.
Me, I've been on I've been on just following the basketball news. I've been big on that, following the basketball news with these trades. I love it. So Kyrie has been making me laugh. I like what Kyrie's doing.
I think Kyrie's gonna get traded for more depth. That's what I believe is gonna happen.
No, they're keeping their big three, Jorel. They're keeping their big three.
I don't think so.
They're keeping their big three. And the Kyrie's not going anywhere. I'm looking forward to seeing I'm looking forward to the finals. I think it's gonna be Nets, Lakers. Pencil it in. We're forgetting about the Clippers. The Clippers might come back, but I still think Nets, Lakers is my pick for now. So I'm just looking forward to basketball. I'm looking forward to the playoffs in a couple hours. Watching
What about the Mavericks?
Huh?
What about the Mavericks?
The Mavericks.
What about them? I mean, Luka's great. I mean, I love him.
They ain't making no finals, dog.
Not right now, too young.
Not the West.
They gotta learn how to play in the playoffs.
That's right now. Not right now, anyway. Not this year.
Yeah.
It's not their time yet, but they're gonna be good. They're gonna be.
Hey, and don't sleep on the Nuggets. Y'all keep sleeping. Y'all keep thinking that the Lakers are just a clear-cut favorite out the West.
I'm done with the Nuggets. I picked the Nuggets to go to the finals last year.
Hey, you were damn near close.
Yeah.
You were very close.
That close.
They not gonna come back from down 3-1 in 3 series every year, dog. Come on,
But I'm saying that Lakers series, they lost on some game-winning shots and some bad turnovers at the end of the game.
So to my point earlier, I think that's how you learn how to navigate through the playoffs. So I think they got that experience now. So you're right. This might be their year, low key.
They're not beating the Lakers. They're not beating the Lakers. Not this year. No, it's not this year. You guys have high hopes, though. You guys have a lot of hopes. I noticed that, but
Brando, you don't even know the other starting two on the Nets, dog. Outside of KD, Kyrie, and Harden.
The UVA boy, Joe Harris. Come on now.
Yeah, no, DeAndre Jordan started.
Nah, he's on the bench.
DeAndre Jordan hasn't been good in some years, dog.
Yeah, he comes off their bench. He's like their sixth man.
He's a name at this point, dog. He's a name.
He's the big man.
He is their starting center.
Nah, I promise you, he didn't start.
Who starts at
last
the
night.
5 for them?
He didn't start last night.
So who starts at the 5 for them?
It was Joe Harris. I think they had somebody. They played small ball lineup.
So he tried to call out Brando. He don't even know the dude.
Who started last? Who started? This is a simple question. Like he's Googling. Get out of here.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Hold
Don't
on.
show me. I could have Googled it.
They act like you didn't know. Who are the two starters, Brando?
DeAndre Jordan did start.
Exactly, man.
Last night?
Yeah.
Hell
He
fucking
always
no, he
started,
didn't.
so I know what I'm talking
He started.
I thought it was Jeff Green.
He started. He was at the 4. Jeff Green was at the 4. DeAndre was at the 5.
Okay.
Kyrie didn't play yesterday.
No.
And Joe Harris was at the 3.
Joe Harris about to make some
Or
money,
two.
dog. He about to make the easiest money of his life, bro. Just spot up and shoot.
Joe Harris is pretty good though. I like Joe Harris.
Oh yeah.
He's nice, but he's about to make some easy money now.
You
Nice
know how
for
the
these.
NBA boys. You know how we get it. There.
Hey, back to our conversation though. In every big three, there's a player that takes the back seat, and his stats kind of suffer. So we look at the Lakers' big three when they had Kobe, Shaq, Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice took the back seat.
Okay,
No. Glenn Rice. No. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Glenn Rice averaged. No. Glenn Rice averaged 27 the year before he joined the Lakers.
Jarvis.
That's not a.
No, Jarvis, I know.
Glenn Rice. No, don't do that, dog. Glenn Rice averaged 27 the year
Jarvis.
before he joined the Lakers.
Jarvis,
Don't do that.
That's not a big three though. That's not a big three. Glenn Rice.
No, he was an all-star the year before he joined the Lakers. Just because y'all don't remember that.
That was
I
never
do,
a big
Jarvis.
3.
I remember Glenn Rice being a star.
That was never a big 3.
He averaged 27 the year before he joined the Lakers. How's that a problem?
Jarvis.
Was that?
Jorel, stop.
It wasn't a big 3.
Jarvis.
He was an all-star.
Just stop, dog.
It wasn't a
Okay.
big 3.
Okay. So 3 all-stars on the same team is not a big 3. Okay,
He
I
wasn't
got
a
it.
current All-Star. He wasn't.
Yes, he was the year before. Yes, he was. So shut up.
Kobe
Yes,
wasn't.
he was. Shut up.
Kobe wasn't. Kobe was. Jarvis. That's
Who-
not.
Kobe was a star by that time. Kobe made all-star appearances by that time. What are you talking about, Brando?
Jarvis.
That's a
In
rookie.
2001, Kobe wasn't a star?
That was the
Jarvis.
end. Didn't have Glenn Rice in 2001.
Yes, they did, dummy.
No,
Yeah,
you
they
gotta-
did. They did.
No, they didn't. That's what
Yes,
they
they
did.
did.
They won
Bro,
championships.
listen,
in 2001.
Brando, they did.
Blazers fan. They beat us in the Western Conference Final. They had Glenn Rice.
They did have Glenn Rice.
Okay, no, y'all talking about Glenn Rice as a star. He was
No,
not a
he
star.
was-
In 2000, he was a star.
I
not
don't
a
believe he
star.
was a star. I believe he was a great role player. I do believe.
Time out. Answer this question. If a player averages 27 there and they made an all-star game, they're a role player.
Glenn, Jarvis,
For certain-
you have your
certain
teams
teams,
mixed
Jarvis.
up, man. I'm about to show
Jarvis for certain teams.
Jarvis. The name.
All right,
has
so
something-
is Andre.
the name
Hold
has
on.
something to do
So
with
Jarvis, is Andre Iguodala a star?
He's a Hall of Famer, but not a star. He's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Jarvis, the name has something to do with it. Julius Randle's averaging 20. If he goes to another team, he's not a big 3.
Glenn Rice averaged 27, dummy, and an all-star.
Oh my,
appearance.
all right. Here
What
we
you
go.
talking
Okay,
about?
Okay.
That doesn't even equate. Shut up.
Jarvis, when has everybody said rank
He
this
was on the
big
Knicks
3?
in
Kobe,
2001.
Shaq, and Glenn Rice. No one's ever asked you to rank that big 3.
I mean, 2000. That's when Lakers when they first came.
Well, that's not a big 3. Glenn Rice, Kobe, and Shaq is not a big.
Yes, that was, dummy. He averaged 27, was an all-star in 99. I don't get it. This because y'all don't remember how ill Glenn Rice was?
No, Jarvis, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's not a big 3 though. Glenn Rice was.
When they were together, they weren't.
So Glenn Rice was an all-star in 99. And averaged
Jarvis,
that's not a
we're not-
star?
It's not all
It
about.
wasn't
It's
a big
not all about
3.
stats. It's not all about stats.
He's an all-star.
All right, man. Let's move on. We're gonna have our.
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
So everybody that makes an all-star team, if they join 2 other all-stars, it's a big 3?
Yeah, duh.
No.
Jarvis, nah, I don't agree with
No.
that. Jarvis.
If you're an all-star, you average 27, and you're Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice was nice.
Well, no one said he's
Glenn
not.
Rice Hall of Famer, isn't he?
I mean, anybody in the NBA makes Hall
His
of Fame.
prime was over by then.
It's not fair, Jarvis.
He averaged 27 the year before. How's his prime? Time out. So time out. Is your prime over when you average 27? You make an all-star game. Your prime's
Did he
over.
average 27 with the Lakers?
He took the back seat.
How much did he average?
I don't know, nigga. 16?
15.
Huh?
About 15 at the most.
He had to take the back seat. So just like LeBron,
They
Wade
weren't
and
a
Bosh.
big 3.
Wade took the back seat.
He just won a big 3, Jordan.
When you
No,
when you have a big
Bosh actually took the back seat.
Bosh took the back seat. What other big 3 we talking about?
3 players in their
Ray
prime.
Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG. Ray Allen took the back seat.
Okay, yeah, somebody's going to be the.
So back to my question, idiots.
No. But Ray Allen was still an all-star though, Jarvis.
Listen. They
Chris
weren't-
Bosh is an all-star too.
Nobody
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
considers
That's
them
that's the point that we're making. That
I
those-
never heard this.
the
I
big
never
3
heard
that
them
you
consider
named,
this until
all of them were still all-stars.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can't help you with that.
Okay, dude. Well, anyways,
So back to my question, idiots. So who's gonna take the back seat?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
All right.
Actually, no. I think, to be honest with you, I think James takes the back seat.
No, it's gonna be Kyrie Irving. It's gonna be Kyrie Irving,
You,
man.
you saw what he just did.
But Kyrie Irving handles the ball. He's a point guard.
Yeah,
Can you really take
I
the
think,
back seat?
I think James Harden takes the back seat.
No,
I think
Harden-
James
He has
Harden's
control of the
probably
ball.
gonna be
Ball.
Who's the third best player on the team on the big three in that? Who's number 3?
Kyrie, but Kyrie's a point
All
guard.
right, then. That's the answer.
But time out. If you're the primary ball handler, can
Well,
you
Harden can be the primary ball handler.
Y'all are overthinking this way.
But they're not gonna put Kyrie on the wing though. Come on now.
Wow, yeah, they did it with the Cavs, and they can. I mean, they can take turns.
You're right.
Like it can switch up. It doesn't.
I digress.
Man, it doesn't have to be.
So, but Jarvis, when you name a big three, when you say like Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron, like all
Kevin Love took the back seat.
Jarvis, but listen,
We're not saying people that-
listen, hold on, Brando, hold on. All 3 of them made the All-Star team, Jarvis. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Okay, but like I said, the Lakers thinking was the year before Glenn Rice is an All-Star. We're gonna put him in our system, and
I know, I get that, but that doesn't make them a big three.
he didn't fit into the system. He didn't fit into the
Oh, so that proves our point that it wasn't a big three.
going into it. It was though. He took the back seat.
Jarvis, there's memes all the time going around comparing big threes. Have you ever seen Kobe, Shaq, and Glenn Rice in one of those memes?
That's what I'm trying to tell us,
Jarvis. Just stop.
Glenn Rice sacrificed, dog.
Jarvis, you'll say Mike, Scotty, and Dennis. Like that's a big three.
But Glenn Rice sacrificed, though. He got his ring. He bounced it next year. I can't help it. It didn't work out. He won a ring though.
Anyways, the song. Listen, Jarvis.
Don't fucking disrespect Glenn Rice like he was like
when you name a big three, you think of Rasheed, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton.
That wasn't a big three, but I got you.
No,
that was a big three.
Good team. That was a great.
That was a good team. That was a great team. We
We
look at them like a team.
Yeah, that was a team. That's correct. Yeah, that's a team. But yeah, so that's what I've been on.
Isaiah Thomas. And what's the white boy? What's the big white boy's name?
Bill Laimbeer. That wasn't a.
That's not a big three.
It's a team.
No, it's not.
Magic, Worthy, and Kareem is a big three.
Big three.
LeBron, Bosh, and Wade is a big three. KG, Pierce, Ray Allen, big three.
Oh, time out before we get out of here, dog. The funniest podcast of the year was Vernon Maxwell's podcast with Bomani Jones. Y'all need to watch that, dog. He talked about Olajuwon before he reverted to Islam, slapping the shit out of him. He talked about rolling up to the third ward, shooting dice. He talked about his homeboy pulling out guns on people and them getting arrested like 40 minutes before the basketball game and him like getting bailed out with a cop's gun. Him getting bailed out. He talked about like how trash everyone was, dog. He talked about how he talked shit to Michael Jordan. Like,
all right, Jarvis, what? We don't get nobody shutting all these other motherfucking podcasts, giving them.
it's Bomani Jones.
What the fuck about him, man? When Bomani Jones shot us out, we shot him out. Giving them all this long ass soliloquy about other motherfucking podcasts.
Dog, check out the Bomani Jones podcast, dog. With
I like Bomani just mess with the Mexican man. Fuck you, Bomani. Yeah, I don't like your fro. You need to get a haircut.
he's bald headed.
No, he has a fro now.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait, who does?
Bomani Jones.
No, he doesn't.
All right, go look that up too. Yeah, y'all go see.
Go look that up too.
But anyways, my song of the week is on Post Malone featuring Ozzy Osbourne and Travis Scott. Take
Ozzy Osbourne, dog?
That song.
Post Malone, Ozzy Osbourne, Travis Scott. Take What You Want From Me.
Yeah, that's old.
That's old.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my song of the week. We never said it. My new song of the week.
Hey, right, dog.
Yeah, Bomani Jones. It's longer than that now. It's way longer than that's old.
I'm gonna grow my fro out, dog. All right. Well.
Oh, wait. Before we go, one last thing. Ladies, I love you. Don't let these guys deter you from that. They try to make me the bad guy because it's colorism, because they want the darker hue guy to be the villain. This is what they do in movies. This is what they do in real life. This is what they do when they clutch their purses.
We the same color, Brando.
Huh?
No, y'all not.
We all the same color, Brando. Don't do that.
We're not. Look at us. People aren't blind. People they can look at the screen right now. No, we're not.
If you're the audio one, if you listen to audio, you never seen us. We all the same complexion, all right?
That's true, bro. But I'm letting you know that I'm darker than them, and they tried to make me the bad guy and said that I called all these ladies hoes and Brando whatever. Brando calls the ladies. I never even call them bitches and hoes. I never.
You said it earlier when Cache was on here.
You called him hoes this episode.
No, I was joking. Yeah, man, fuck all you hoes. Y'all want me to be the bad guy. I can't be, and it's still fuck all you hoes.
You said hoes make the world smaller. What? What is this boy talking about? Dog?
Whether you watching us at work or off work, we appreciate it, all right?
All right.